Stream for the day, guys.
We
So
are
have fun. It
we
was a
are
fun
up
session.
and live. So yeah,
All right.
All right.
Well, first things first. Sorry about the delay, everybody that's watching, which is probably all like 2 people.
it's probably nobody.
Exactly. So I still apologize for the delay, anyways. All right. And to start from where we were, or where we are now, basically what's happening is we're doing, as I was saying before, basically what is known as a lore session. And what they do is we'll be going back in time to an event that happened before the period in which you're at now. Things that could either set the stage, give you a feel for some of the actual lore information, something that happens, an event that happens in the past that will give you a better understanding of the world that you are playing in at the moment. And so where we are now is we are going to be following the adventures of these 4 individual these 4 individual creatures, which apparently there's only 3 in an empty cage because I forgot to put the 4th one in. So 3 creatures in an empty cage on this what is known as a trading ship, or I guess for a better word, a slaver ship. You will each be playing as you've seen your characters. As you know your characters. Can all of y'all see your characters, by the way? Your character sheet?
I cannot.
You do not see your character sheet. That's not good.
Or much of anything.
Are you on? Oh, it's because it's a black. Go on the right side.
Yeah, zoom out.
There's going to be a bunch of white tabs. It's the 3rd tab, the one that says journal.
It's actually the second
Click
tab
on
for a
that,
player.
it should give you Dire Winter as an option.
Ooh, nice, good choice.
At which point, if you go to click on Dire Winterwolf, then you will pull up pretty much like this blank white screen. You click character sheet, and it shows you your character sheet.
Yep, you can pop it out so it's in its own window as well.
Okay, I've got that.
All right, cool. You got that. Everyone else has theirs, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
I have worse charisma as an air elemental than I do as Doppel.
I do too.
I imagine both of you do. So, as you go through your, well, basically where we're picking up with these oh so wonderful critters, each of you have been caught, incapacitated, and or placed into your quote-unquote pens, or your respective pens. For instance, the Cambion herself is not only put inside of a cage, she's bound, gagged, tied to one of the posts, the back end of the cage. Her eyes have been covered with a bandage of some kind, and her hands have effectively been, for what's lack of a better word, mittened, if you will. Basically, they've put so much cloth over it you can't even move your hands, and you're just pretty much in what is known as like a sensory blackout. You can't actually use any of your senses.
Okay.
Effectively stuck like that. The air elemental, yes, it shows bars, but it is actually a cage that, for some reason, you can't seem to slide through. You're not really sure.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
Yes. You're not really sure why, but for some reason, you can't seem to pass through. As of this moment, your intelligence is 7. It is not 10 like it says on the character sheet. And the Winter Wolf, yours is 6. It is not 10 like it should say on the character sheet.
All right.
And so, where we pick up at, you have your Cambion, which has 2 people standing around. Well, I guess this would be a good part to start the narration. So I'm going to do the narration now. When we meet our oh so illustrious creatures, we come across the Cambion first, and as we're looking upon her in her oh so wonderful cage, 2 of the deckhands seem to approach the cage. One of them kind of bangs on the cage a bit. The other one seems to be peering in. Both of them just kind of bantering back and forth. None of you can really understand them. The Cambion can, so at the moment she's the only one that can hear what they're saying. Everyone else just kind of hears muffled mutters, but one of them's like, "Oh yeah, this is a good one. Okay. Well, Bud, what do you think? I believe we could sell this one for quite a pretty penny." And the other one just kind of looks at him and goes, "But how in the world did we catch this in the first place again? The first one. Oh, I don't know. Something with our captain. He seems to have a way with the arcane. Which point you kind of hear from off in the distance, and by off in the distance I mean over here. One of them looking at the air elemental trapped in its cage, and of course Cambion hears this as well. Yes, this will make a good power source once we bend this creature to our will, if you will say. I mean, it's not going to understand me, are you? And you see him kind of tap on the cage a little bit. Didn't think so. Oh well. Which point we come over to this lady, who's pretty much looking on the Winterwolf, and her thoughts and opinions being spoken out are, oh man, he's going to make a beautiful coat. Or a pet. We'll find out. At which point, as you, the Cambion, kind of start hearing this, is there anything you try and do?
I obviously want to at least attempt to move my arms.
Okay.
I don't know.
You'll need to be rolling a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Yes.
Nope. Probably not.
So as you kind of wiggle and writhe a bit, you see one of the guards start to smack the cage, and he goes, Hey, stop that. If you move again, I'm gonna tell the boss. And if I have to tell the boss, you're going to get in a lot of trouble. Not if you understand. Do you not nod?
I'll nod.
Oh, okay. At which point you nod and he's good. And you can kind of, from what you can hear, sounds like he's walking away. And heads back over to what looks like a table. At which point, this kind of continues on for a while. The guard, quote unquote, keeps changing every once in a while. This, whatever's in this cage. Basically, you can't really see anything in the cage. It doesn't even seem like anything's really there, but they never open it. It's never open. It's always closed. Whenever you kind of look around the ship, you notice the deck itself is very old, worn. There's definitely paths. If you kind of look through it, you can see that traffic is common here, here. This table over here has plenty of noise and music being playing. You see a couple of men playing what look like some sort of game of cards. They are effectively, from what you can tell, gambling. Sharing drinks. This one woman here seems to be tipping the favors to her, from what you can tell, some sort of mate, friend, companion, whatever you want to call them. You see a couple people down a little bit lower heading towards the deck. You can definitely tell you're in the lower decks of the ship. You see a couple people chatting off to the right, to the left. Some are just two men chatting, some are men and women chatting. You see your patrols. Every once in a while you hear a noise coming from what looks like the back room. You see a couple of sounds from on deck, and after a couple of days of this, which you do get your 3 quote-unquote course meal for the Cambion, you kind of, it's really hard to describe. Whenever they feed you, you basically have one person come in and remove the gag from your mouth just long enough to shove what seems like a berry in your mouth. And then they put the gag back on, and this seems to sustain you for the day. When it comes to the elemental, you don't really have to eat. They just kind of, every so often, let air in,
Okay.
just so that it can filter.
Every time they do, I practice my miming.
Perfect. So you try and mime the one in front of you?
I just mime like I'm stuck in a cage, but I'm stuck in a cage literally.
Ah, perfect.
I'm just trying to entertain myself.
I see. You're doing a fantastic job. You find this extremely entertaining. For the Winterwolf, you are thrown a meat, like a either slab of meat or what you can tell some sort of raw meat at least 2 or 3 times a day. It's nowhere near enough for you to be at peak physical condition, but at the same time, you it is enough to sustain you.
Okay.
At which point, as each of you are being kind of fed and a couple days go by, and you hear almost what sounds like a noise coming off in the distance. Someone is shouting from the upper deck. You hear, "Oi, ship of ho!" No, that's not the right word. I completely botched that sentence. My bad.
We'll just retcon
He
it.
says, "There's another ship." Yeah, just ignore that last comment. I don't remember how to say it in pirate speak. So, there's another ship off in the bow. I couldn't say the word properly. At which point, you hear a bit of noise, and you see actually a couple of the people that don't. Oh, that's not. You see a couple of people that you normally have around, kind of start to head up to the upper deck. They seem to take off and just kind of leave you behind. At which point, it kind of seems a bit barren, and there's something strange. You hear what sounds like a commotion on the upper deck, and out of the blue, almost as if something just pissed off Poseidon, the waves start to kick up. You can see water coming through some of the cracks that are definitely not for the lower part of the ship, so that it doesn't leak or anything like that. There's water making it into the lower deck. Every once in a while it splashes on some of you. For the Cambion, your rags and things, the such, start to get damp. Some of it starts to get a bit loose. You can actually kind of move a bit now, as it seems to not hold its what is it, form, I guess is the best way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
For the air elemental, you notice that the water seems to splash up against your cage, but doesn't seem to enter the cage in any way, shape, or form. The winter wolf, however, you, on the other hand, when the water touches you, it almost seems to freeze instantly. And it kind of starts to freeze throughout the cage, and you can notice the cage itself starts to almost harden, almost to freeze over, to the point where it actually, from what you can tell, well, you can't really tell, but yeah, it's starting to freeze the cage over. And almost as if a storm were to kick up as quickly as, well, a storm can kick up in the ocean, there seems to be this concussive wave that throws each of you against your respective walls, mainly on this side here. So for you there, for you, well, there, but it's just going to force you kind of uncomfortably in your bindings. And for you there. When it forces you, all of you can roll me con. Constitution savings throw. Risque. Ooh, risque. I like where this is going.
Woo!
So,
Did you guys pick out a second beast?
I was going to say, y'all blowing it. All right. At which point, each one of you just kind of get thrown against your cages. And as you do, something of note, it's almost like your memory gets jogged. You get these flashes, these lights, you see these different shapes and sounds in ways that you've never really seen them before, all except for the Cambion, who's still tied up. For the rest of you, though, you see all these different flashes of lights and just different, what's the word? Images, different ideas. Things start popping into your mind, things you would never expect before. Like, for instance, this is where the Winter Wolf's new intelligence comes into play, as you kind of look at the cage and notice that the cage itself, the bars and things, seem to be a bit worn. They're almost damaged from the ice. For the elemental, the idea of the fact that there's some sort of notch, there may be a way to possibly squeeze through said notch. Even if it's the smallest of gaps, it's still a gap. Things like that. Your mind starts to become more open to ideas. You start to become more experimental with your abilities, almost as if to better understand yourself as a being. And you all now have an intelligence of 10. Or higher, if it was already higher.
Can we now all speak common?
Yes. You
Okay.
all now can speak common.
Alright, I was looking forward to just making blowing sounds the whole session.
If you want, by all means. I mean, it's not like anyone else knows you can speak common, so if you just the whole session, by all means.
I can't even blow loud enough for the mic to pick it up. That's how I'm trying.
He's trying so hard. So yeah, that happens. At which point, after a little while of some commotion going on, you see what looks like them. You hear a bit of noise on the deck. You're not really sure what it is. It almost sounds like there's some sort of fight going on the deck. You're not really sure what it is, but there seems to be a commotion going on upstairs. It's actually starting to draw the attention of a couple of the people as they seem to head upstairs. And you have these two head upstairs. And the room is getting progressively more empty, even with this bar table over here. The only real reason you can tell from them not really going anywhere is because they're probably all too shit-faced to do anything.
Once I can hear some of the people kind of leaving, I want to try to loosen my hands again. I don't want to be stealthy about it. I want out.
You just want out?
Yeah.
Roll me. Is it sleight of hand again? Should be sleight of hand. I think it's. Well, I mean, is there an escape artist skill or no?
Not really.
No.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of
for the most
hand.
part, I think.
Okay.
Or
Or like a straight strength check or something.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you trying to break your bindings? Are you just trying to muscle your way out of them, or?
I'm guessing my hands are like held together behind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to just like pull them apart.
Okay, that'll be a strength. Then just make a strength saving throw.
Strength save or check?
Yeah, strength save.
Okay.
Save and check are the same thing.
God.
Perfect. All right. So you just kind of start pulling at it, and you're like, I am the devil incarnate, you think in your head as you start pulling at these rags. And you're like, this is not how I will have this. And no matter how hard you pull, it doesn't actually seem to make any progress as you just kind of yank and struggle, and you're kind of bumping against your cage accidentally, but they don't really seem to notice.
I'm going to go over to the bars that look the most iced over and just put my jaws around them and just close.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage for your bite. Do you know how to do that? Okay. Do you know how to roll the damage though?
I think. Is that what I just did?
No.
No, that was to hit.
That was to
Now,
hit,
You,
so
roll,
no-
you click on bite on the chat, and
Mhm.
it'll roll the damage underneath it.
Yeah.
There you go. 18
well-
piercing damage.
Fuck
At
this
which
cage.
point, almost as if your teeth were designed to bite through metal, you bite down on this cage and you proceed to just tear these bars that are pretty much the weakest ones in half. And as you do, the door to your cage falls down into what is the icy water that is around you. And it's a very loud crash. Let's see if they notice. No, they don't notice. They're shit-faced. I lied. They don't notice.
Seeing him. Oh no, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I just slide out of my bars now?
Yeah, roll me, what is it, athletics? No. I think it is acrobatics. Acrobatics would be
Acrobatics?
squeezing through something.
All right, yeah. Then I'm just gonna squeeze. Yeah, I'll just roll that squeeze through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
Sounds like a
good.
plan to me.
Sounds good to me. I have a +5 on that and still couldn't do it.
Dang.
I'm also just made out of air.
This is a +6.
I'm also just
Yeah.
made out of air. So
So you essentially, from what you can see, as you kind of start to go to this gap and you start trying to squeeze through the gap, you can see the licks of air just kind of puffing out, but you never really seem to get enough of your physical form out of this little opening to be able to actually get out of the cage. At which point you hear this guy. He kind of turns around, and as you see him walking, he's basically stumbling back and forth. He's not really walking straight at all. And you can even tell the rocking of the ship is having its effect on him as he effectively stumbles and falls over here. And the water kind of splashing on him. He just kind of rolls around a little bit, but he's not moving properly. And about this time, you hear a loud thump on the top of the ship.
I don't really want to be put back in the cage, so I'm gonna go to where I can get the 5 at the table and do my frostbite.
Are you sneaking over there?
If they hear the cage fall apart, I don't think I need to worry about it.
Very true. Very true. Yes, go ahead and move yourself into position. Let's see.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh,
You're joking.
we might not have control because I don't have control over my elemental.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can.
you don't have. Oh, shoot. Never mind. Hold on.
That's why you can't do it.
Cages off.
It'll be really easy in a second once you have control.
Ignore the cages.
Yeah.
They're super stealthy. Hold on. I can button. I've done this before. I completely forgot to give the tokens to people.
Nah, that's all right.
am
Yep.
sad.
You're good. First time I've ever used Roll20, so I have no idea what's going on.
And
I
I
don't even
immediately
understand why it's
gave
rolling twice.
control to the wrong person.
Yep, I can
Don't
control.
move me.
I assume I can control the Cambion at this moment. I can't anymore.
That was wonderfully executed. Thank you. There and
Okay. If you click and drag in R20 like over your character, a little thing will pop up, and you know you can click on that, and then you can move around. Just click and drag them. Once you have control.
Okay, I just got
Yeah.
I'm putting cages back on.
Yep.
Hold
and
on.
you click and move.
Don't get so crazy. Let me put the cages back.
But I want to kill things.
I see.
And you can like turn your character too. The little like dot that's on your when you click on them, you can like turn them around so they're facing the right direction and stuff. Not that it matters. Your wolf can attack from the back. That's totally okay.
He shoots ice blasts. From
Kill
his
them all.
ass.
He's an anus
No.
blast.
You
The
do
wrong
ice
end.
Farts. Ice farts.
No ice farts.
All right, so you roll ice farts. I'm sorry, not ice farts. You ice breath. Ice breath away. It should be on your. There we go. That's gonna suck. The DC is 0. Perfect. That doesn't. make sense.
That doesn't make
Nice.
sense at all. That's easy to beat. Unless they all have like -1 dexterities.
It's a spell. Which is my stat for spell?
I put it in wrong. I'll fix it here in a second.
Oh, okay.
Because that DC should be 16.
Yeah, it's a.
No, they're just pansies. All right,
They did.
half damage. So they're all
Because-
taking 14 damage.
Yeah, they did hit the DC.
Yeah. Oh, my thing's being weird. At which point, as your oh so wonderful Wolfie runs over, he proceeds to exhale a large amount of ice, and it's almost as if the northern wind itself blows into the room as it covers these gentlemen, completely freezing them over, and they are dead.
I'm guessing we have heard this noise, like what's going on.
Absolutely.
All right, I am going to try to squeeze out of my bars again
Okay.
because I don't want to ask for help yet.
I got to do it on my own.
It's like I can
That's
do
right.
this.
I've got a little snack over here.
Much better.
Ooh. Yes, you are. So as you kind of work your way up to the entrance again, you're like, all right, round 2. You ain't gonna beat me, Cage. I got this. And you kind of start to squeeze in through the little openings that are there, and you just kind of seem to move your way through, and you are able to constitute yourself outside of the cage.
Nice. Move outside of it.
Since I can hear everything that's here,
You can hear everything that's going on, huh?
but I can't see it.
No.
So I don't know exactly. I want to try to get out again.
Okay. There you go.
Much better.
Right. You just try to pull it. So after hearing all of your fellow captives in their oh so wonderful, valiant efforts to escape their bindings, you as well go, okay, now it's time to get serious. And you start to pull at these rags, at which point they start to tear away. And your hands are now free.
Yay! I want out of this cage.
You start
Excellent.
pulling and prying at bindings and things, start pulling stuff off. You're able to remove your bandages and things like that. At which point, after a nice little frantic, gotta get all my stuff off, you get them off successfully.
Awesome.
You are still in the cage though.
Yeah, I'll try to get. The bars are still looking fine. I'm guessing, right?
The bars do indeed look fine.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna like walk around to the front door of her cage.
Okay.
Because even though I don't know who she is, I feel like we were captives. We should probably stay together in some way. So, do you want help? I say, hoping she can understand me.
Sure.
Alright. I don't have any ability to pick the lock, so I'm just gonna like hit the cage. Just do like a slam attack against the cage. Let's see if I can break the front door.
I can always chew it.
No, he must
It's the
punch
nipple.
it as a wind elemental first.
I know, like, yeah, I want to see how that works. Like,
Punch away, wind elemental. Punch
alright,
away.
I'll roll. I guess I'll just roll my slam attack.
By all means.
Good hit.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna hit it.
Okay.
Ooh.
I did 11.
So at which point you pretty much just punch into this cage a couple times, and as you swing, your blows are just kinda... They're making contact, but it's almost as if air itself is not as powerful as steel in the short term.
I just shrug at her. Well, I tried. I'm gonna step back. I assume she's about to hit the cage.
Okay. On my way, I'm going to roll in these bodies to make the most horrifying visage that I can.
Yes.
I am the knight.
A little bit.
And I'm going to walk over to the one that passed out and just start breathing heavily on the back of his neck.
You're gonna give him a heart attack.
That's the point.
Alright. Let's roll to see if he shits himself. That's solid, not shitting himself. That's solid, I don't get
Damn.
it. He's still passed out, not shitting himself.
Yeah.
He doesn't even seem to notice.
No
you
fun
exist.
at all.
Nope.
I'm a
Doesn't even
fighter.
seem to notice you exist. He is having too much fun in his mind.
I'll let the air elemental work out some frustration on him then. I'm gonna go bite
I
open her
can't.
cage. I can't make you fear me.
At which point, the Cambion sees this giant, hulking, blood-covered wolf come walking over to her cage.
I'm the friendly kind of wolf.
He's the friendly kind. Why is that not doing that? That's really weird. Hold on, let me fix that. You're good. At which point you bite into the cage and you tear it open. And if for those of you that don't notice, Cambion, when you see the wolf bite the bars, they start to freeze over on contact with his teeth.
Cool. Yeah, I'll get out of the cage. Thanks, I guess. I had it handled, but sure.
I believe you. I do.
And this person's just laying over here, passed out.
Yes.
All right. So I just walk up to their group. Yeah. So we were all captured. Should we? I guess we should escape now.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a good plan.
Yeah, I'd rather not be.
The guy laying next to you kind of comes to see all the creatures speaking in common and starts freaking the hell out.
I'm
And
just about to snap his head off too.
in his drunken stupor, doesn't seem to be able to make any progress and is basically doing this. But you can tell he's not going anywhere. He's just kind of perpetually running in one spot as he tries so hard, but is stumbling everywhere and can't seem to get what he's doing done. Whatever he's trying to do, that is. I wish I could set him on a loop to just kind of randomly.
Just kind of move around.
Actually, I'm curious of something. I want to grab him by the leg
and shake him violently.
and try to toss him in here.
Oh.
In the cage?
Yes,
All right.
he's a little person. He'll squeeze in.
He is a tiny
Eventually.
person. All you do is push hard enough. He'll eventually do it.
Exactly.
So you kind of grab him by the foot, at which point you hear the no, 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 and you just kind of start dragging him over to the cage, and you push him up against the cage, and then you put one of your giant paws that fit about the size of his body, and just start pushing on him as he kind of squeezes in through the bars, and then he just kind of falls into the cage, and when he does, you hear almost like a sound, but you're not really sure what it is. But whatever this sound is, the guy goes, I don't. Oh shit. And immediately as he says that, you see what looks like him being impaled. As he falls to the floor, his blood just starts to pool underneath him.
Oh, but damn! I was gonna ask him questions.
You can still ask him.
I mean, I don't think blood responds to questions.
I'm talking about whatever's in here.
Oh, so we assume there's something in there, or I guess the wolf is assuming.
I'm
there's something.
assuming so.
I'm not,
Just address the cage.
then I'm gonna walk in here and be like, hey, if there's something in there that speaks common or Orin, let me know.
What do you want?
Hey, we escaped our cages. Do you want us to let you out?
If I wanted out, I would let myself out.
Hey, guys, I don't
The
think he's...
Cambion said the same thing.
Yeah. I don't think he's friendly.
Then just leave him there.
Yeah, we're just gonna head out. Like, I'm gonna run towards the nearest exit, which I guess is these arrows at the top above me.
Okay.
So I'm totally gonna go that way.
Is it that way or the other way?
Yeah. Which is the better looking
Yeah,
exit?
I think we're in the middle.
Is it like
Y'all are
In
this?
the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard in the cage. I heard the people going this way.
Oh, well then let's go. I guess let's go that way. Let's go topside.
So I'm going this way.
I'm gonna follow the Cambion.
You're only gonna follow her topside.
Yeah, we'll follow her topside.
Go.
Okay.
How about
At which point, as you kind of start to make your way up to the stairs, you notice something a bit off. The sounds from up on top of the ship that you heard before, they seem to have kind of died down. You're not really sure what exactly is going on, but you do know for a fact that whatever it is doesn't seem to be good, as you don't hear the deckhand. It almost sounds like either they're not talking or something happened. Oh, I don't want to mark all those off. There's a lot of dead people on top of the ship, so I'm just going to kind of throw most of them in the water. It's theater magic. Okay.
Oh, just to ask.
No.
Thanks. I don't have any stuff down there, right?
Stuff-wise?
Yeah.
No, no stuff.
Okay, cool.
No stuff that you saw.
my stuff.
Can you see the top of those shit?
Yes, on the left of us.
Yeah. There it is.
I'm guessing we're coming
Sorry,
out of,
my
like,
thing's being
this
weird.
area.
It's not letting me do stuff. Being strange. That's it. I'm gonna buy the dynamic lighting. Buying it. It'll happen. There we go. That's a good majority of the ship right there. At which point, you all, as you start to make your way to the roof, notice something a bit off. A lot of the deckhand that you remember seeing from up here earlier are missing. Here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so we come up that middle one. Alright. I'm definitely not in the front. I'm gonna be like as far to the behind everybody.
The exit to the top of the stairs is here. This is the top of the stairs.
Okay, alright.
This guy's cowering over here. This guy's cowering over here. This one is dead. This one is dead.
Please don't lay on my computer, cat.
The cat loves to lay on the computer. They're still alive. They're just hiding behind the giant wheel. Here. At which point you walk out to whatever this creature is. It almost looks like a combination of some sort of frog, but it has tendrils and all kinds of strange appendages sticking out of it. It doesn't seem to have noticed any of you. It just kind of seems to be looking around the deck at the moment. You hear the noises of the ocean, pretty much the running of water, the allure of the sea, the smell of salt, the usual things. You do hear off in the distance the sound of a couple of deckhands that are pretty much screaming, pondering, wondering what's going on. You can definitely hear some people that got thrown in the water trying to either calling out that they can't swim, or you've got different people shouting different things. Some of them are just like, oh, get back to the ship. Others are just run away. You have all these different responses and reactions to what is effectively this creature on the top of the ship.
Looking around around the ship, are we like 100% away from land? Is there any land
Yes.
in sight?
Not that you can see.
Okay. As soon as I'm out of the staircase, I want to fly up maybe 8 feet in the air. Get
Okay.
off the deck of the ship.
All right. At which point you kind of take off and you make it to the deck of the ship. And when you do, this thing almost seems to look in your direction, but it doesn't actually seem to see you. Capacity. It just kind of looks in your direction.
I would like to look for the woman that made the comment about making a coat out of me.
Ooh, risque. You do see her. She is quite the hidden individual. Super snaky. Da, 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 da. You find her there.
This one,
That.
I'm gonna go say hi.
Vendetta. She is morbidly terrified. As you kind of move closer, she tries to hide under these stairs as best she can. Trying ever so gingerly, tucking herself into a nice little crevasse.
I'm gonna look her dead in the eyes. So you wanted to make me a coat? I can see the draw to that.
No,
I made you
no.
my coats.
I would never want to make you into a coat. That would be awful. I am not that kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I'm
the
gonna
person-
insight check her. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt once.
There you go.
Oh no.
I can't enter. What can I not enter? Oh no.
The
Uh-oh.
wolf is easily fooled.
The wolf might... Alright, that's really weird. So my game's not loading.
Weird.
Now this is just an oh-so-wonderful experience. Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind.
If it makes you
Realize
feel
that
better, I
I'm
rolled a
not
4 overall.
That sounds wonderful.
It's
I
really a
don't know.
40. It's really a 40. He's lying to you.
Right? My
40.
hatred burns.
Yes.
Even with advantage, that would be awful.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm assuming that's what that second number is for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The second number is with the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just have a set a roll
Yeah,
choice. to
wolf
make
is
it
easily fooled.
Is the
That's
wolf
the
truly
spirit.
easily fooled, though? Is the
Apparently
wolf truly
not.
easily fooled? Because you can tell for a fact that she had every intention to turn you into a coat. But you can kind of get that feeling that, for some reason, she's just so panicked. She is spilling her guts. It is up to you
Oh,
whether
she
that is
will
both
be.
physical or mental.
Oh, it'll be physical too.
Ah, fantastic. You just start eating her right there.
I'm gonna kind of go into this low stance and then just try to lunge and burst my head through her torso so that I can wear her like a scarf.
Like a scarf. Alrighty. Roll for penetration.
Wonderful. What am I rolling?
I have no idea, but you're rolling something.
Strength?
Sure. That sounds like a solid. No, roll attack. Just.
Just-
Oh,
So that I
I-
click. Fight?
Or
That's the only attack I've got, I think.
or you just roll a straight d20 just to attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can just type. Okay, that
Yeah,
works.
/roll d20. You just type that in the
Spaces? Yes, no.
chat. Yes, /roll space d20.
1d20.
Yeah, 1d20.
10d20.
Or
All of
I'm
the
assuming
D20.
this is a strength-based attack, so add proficiency in that.
Yes. Alright. Yeah, no, you're gonna hit her. It's not like she's really dodging, so. Yeah.
Wonderful.
And in the oh so wonderful visage of the giant wolf that's covered in this silvery, what used to be beautiful white cloak with these shards of ice protruding out almost like a porcupine, is now covered in blood, gore, viscera, and what is the newest, most fashionable lady scarf that he personally found just a couple moments ago over in the stairwell.
All right, I feel vindicated. We can do whatever you guys want to do now.
I mean, I guess I turned to the Cambia because I feel like she's our leader for some reason. And like, what do we do? How do we like? Do we just leave? Like, I can hover. I can just like hover off this boat and leave people. I'm done. Like, I don't have to stay and help. I could just float above the water back to land. Like, that's not a
I'm the
problem.
only one that can fly. Okay.
So I hover.
How it is.
I don't really fly. I just hover off the ground. I don't have legs.
Oh, I have
Um,
wings.
Yeah, so
I
you
can
can actually
do
fly. Yeah, so
That's fun.
I mean, we clearly see the giant thing in the middle. Do we feel like attacking it?
You want to go talk to it?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Maybe it talks too.
Yeah, maybe it talks.
Okay, you
Hello.
volunteered.
You guys can talk to it, and I'll burn.
Oh, you cut
I
out.
kind of shake my head a little bit. I'm not much of a talker.
All right, fine. I will float forward. I'm gonna maintain a distance though, and just yell forward, "Monster!
Oh, that's a good intro.
Monster!" Like, we were
Looks to
trapped.
you.
We were trapped down below, and are looking to get off this boat. Can you help with that? or should we leave you alone?
What kind of intro is that?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm not very good with words.
I've seen this.
Can be on your
So,
up.
My question to you: what are you doing on this ship?
That's a great question. Unfortunately, my cage didn't contain a note explaining why I was captured.
I feel your sarcasm falls on deaf ears.
Do I need to speak louder? Are you deaf, you say?
I'm going to enjoy this.
I think
I
he
was
might.
curio shopping.
I think he might be about to attack me. I love that he's got the person wrapped around him. That's fantastic.
You don't get to talk anymore.
Talking privileges have been taken away. Yes. Go ahead and roll initiative.
All right. So the best way to do
I
this.
swear to God, you guys fly off and leave me on this boat alone with this thing. I will find you.
Click on your token and then roll your initiative, and it will automatically put you in the turn order.
Yep.
I am the best at the rolling.
Oh, I'm still playing as Dava. I might need to switch to Air Elemental.
Yeah, I do too, actually.
I forgot to switch.
Yeah.
That I was playing as. Can I
Just
switch?
randomly switch to a number.
Oh wow! It got the highest initiative.
Oh,
Well, this is
Jeez.
wonderful.
great. That's not going to backfire at all.
I don't know why the hell I moved up next to you. That was a horrible
That
plan.
was a terrible. I look over at you, Hope. This was a terrible decision. We should have just left.
Oh yeah, let me just pull out my wings.
I bet you swim.
You just looked and said there was no land, and you want me to swim?
I mean, I don't know how long you can swim for.
I don't trust your judgment anymore.
I wouldn't trust it either. I'm air, and I couldn't squeeze through bars.
That's true. I did watch that. I don't know why I didn't take that as a sign of things to come.
At which point? That delayed response, though.
Yeah. The stream is on a slight delay, clearly. My brother just heard it.
So this thing jumps forward, landing in front of you with the thud from its weight alone, actually rocking the ship ever so slightly. At which point it turns to you, Davam. Not Davam, you, Air Elemental, whose name I don't know.
Yeah, we should have named ourselves.
Probably would have been helpful. At which point it proceeds to throw out its tendrils at you.
Hey, you keep that stuff on him.
Why is my keyboard acting up?
He's actually lying. That's how many dice he's rolling against you.
I know, right?
Yep.
Can y'all hear the clicking every time it clicks?
Yeah.
Yes.
For the most part.
Oh, jeez. That's really weird.
That hits.
Okay, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That
That-
makes me very salty.
That 100% hits.
I am quite the Susan at the moment.
Air,
That's fine. I'm Alright, I'm having issues. This is not good. No bueno. That's so strange. Alright, that's really weird. Sorry, my thing just closed for no reason. Give me a second, I have to load back in.
Alright.
Fine.
That's so we are having
We can think
all
of names
kinds of
Oh,
while
yeah.
you're doing that.
We should. I mean,
Yeah,
I could.
know, that's exactly what I'm doing.
I wonder if I could like find an air elemental name generator. I'm about to Google that.
There is one. It's called a fantasy name generator.
Yeah,
man.
the fantasy name generator site is awesome. That's what I'm on to.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful.
I'm just gonna go with Graham.
Graham.
Grim.
Graham.
Graham, not Grim. Okay,
Oh,
yeah, no,
Graham?
works
Oh, I was
better,
gonna say-
actually.
I was like-
we'll go with Grim.
Like-
That fits.
Uh,
Name
Graham.
More.
Graham was great. I was like, great. We have a British a British wolf with us. Because all.
Are we doing
Hey.
Grim or Grim?
Do Grim.
Grim? G-R-I-M?
Yeah.
G-R-I-M-M?
Yes.
Or G-R-I-M-M-E? E.
I am.
Grim.
We'll
Like
do
that?
Grim. Yes.
Air elemental shall be named.
Something.
I like how you can't even see his picture.
Arrington. His name is Arrington.
That works for me. Arrington's great. I'm Arrington,
Cambion.
the air elemental.
Arrington the air elemental. Cambion. You shall be
Do you have one better than the one I have in front of me?
Camantha. Camantha
Odd.
the Cambion.
Do it. Because mine was all serious.
But you
Oh,
spell
there's
Cambion with an A, so it's Camantha the Cambion with an A.
Yeah.
That way it's elastic. Makes perfect sense. So we've got Camantha the Cambion, Arrington the air elemental, and Grim the wolf.
Happy-go-lucky wolf.
Happy-go-lucky wolf, who wears this very fashionable scarf.
I like it.
Regular
It is.
color.
Will be the latest fashion.
Ah, I see. I'm looking forward to this on Monsters for future reference. You're gonna find a pack of wolves whenever we go back to normal time. It's going to be all winter
just-
wolves, all wearing their winter coats.
With their winter
i.e.
coats.
Stark.
Yeah, nice. Of villagers that they killed recently. It's
Sounds
awesome.
wonderful.
I'm all for it.
I'm accepting these rules, and this is now a thing. That is
And
lore.
air elementals are trapped by boxes.
Yes.
And air elementals can be trapped by boxes. And cambions can be tied down by wet rat.
Yep.
These are all now fact and lore. There is no way around it. These are all permanent things.
Hey, I'm just thankful I didn't pick a vampire. That running water, man.
Yes, that would be awful. Why did I roll that? I rolled that for something, but I don't know.
I don't know. You were attacking me and you rolled at 23, I believe. Which definitely
Yes.
hits.
He attacks 4 times.
Oh,
Oh, well, there you go.
all
He's
right.
just whipping the head.
I should have picked a backup creature.
Should have picked a secondary.
Yeah. Was that 12 one of the
I
rolls?
mean, I still have all of my pages held if you want one of my backup creatures. 'Cause I have 4.
I mean, I can just be a salamander because that
Wow.
character sheet already exists.
That's true.
This is so stupid. Why is this acting up like this? That's so weird. It's just not. letting
That
me
also
roll.
hits.
This is agitating.
I know you haven't even rolled damage yet, and I think I can taste the tears.
And that one hit as well, so all 4 hit.
Awesome. Fantastic. I'm
All
gonna-
4 hit?
All
Oh,
4
the
hit.
12 was
all
something
4 of
else.
his attacks hit.
Yeah, I'm guessing
yeah,
the
12
12
is
was-
initiative.
That's right.
Oh, I'm becoming such a Susan right now. I'm not gonna lie, this was probably the shittiest session, just because my stuff is acting up now, and this is making me very salty. Hold on a second.
You went away. You came back.
He's back.
See, he's telling you to run.
Not you. I'm trying something real quick. I'm doing this as quickly as I can. Give me a second. Oh, this is so bad. I'm so sad now. Anyways, stop asking me that. Forget it. I'm gonna roll on my iPad until I can get this thing to work.
Alright, no, that's fine.
Yeah, that's cool.
It does a total of, for the first blow, it kind of swipes into you, and of course these are non-magical attacks, so I believe you're resistant to all of them. correct?
I believe so as well. Checking to see.
At which point, when it swings all of its tendrils into you, the first one strikes you for 3 damage, and that's with the resistance. The second one strikes you for 5 damage, the third one strikes you for 5 damage, and the fourth one strikes you for 2 damage.
So it was 3, 5, 5, 2.
2.
Alright. And that's you already having them with my resistances.
Yes, that's me already having them.
Okay, good deal. So 15. Alright. He's definitely not friendly, people.
He also hits like a human.
Weak.
Oh, I get to go next.
Yes, you do.
I am going to move into his space
Okay.
and cast Whirlwind, or use Whirlwind. I'm going to leave myself slightly outside because I can still find myself, but I'm in his space. Space. Let me make a saving throw. DC 13 Dex save.
He makes a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah, he makes a dexterity saving throw. I believe so. No, hang on. I'm trying to read this real fast. Maybe he doesn't. Yeah, DC 13 strength saving throw. Sorry. Alright.
Ooh, yeah. No, he's good. He dodges it.
I think he just takes half damage.
Does he take half damage?
Yeah, half damage, and he's not knocked prone or flung away.
Okay, cool.
And the attack.
That would have been
is-
funny if you just threw him off the ship.
Yeah. Alright, there's my roll. So he takes, what, 7 damage?
He takes 7?
Yeah, he takes 7 damage. Since he just
Okay.
takes half. And then my next turn is when I'll roll to see if I recharge that attack, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that is the thing.
Alright, yeah, then I'm done.
Okay. At which point, next initiative is Cambion. Camantha.
I'm going to fly up a little higher, so maybe at about, I'm going to say 25 feet up,
Okay.
and hit him with Fire Ray twice.
Okay.
So, oh god. There's the first one, and there's the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll do damage on whichever. If the first one hits,
I'm pretty sure you're gonna. Nope. The first one missed.
that's what I thought. Okay.
At which point, you see your Cambion friend proceed to fly up into the air, and her hands start to glow with this burning red fire, almost hellfire-ish in nature. And she proceeds to fire these 2 beams of fire from her hands, and they proceed to come crashing down where this creature is at. And as she does, this first creature, well, the first beam, it seems to move itself out of the way and takes a more guarded position, but gets struck by the second ray and takes the 12 fire damage.
Cool. That's mine.
All right. Next up in initiative, Zegrim.
I'm gonna move in and snap at him twice.
Alrighty. Snap, snap. That first one is, I don't think you hit him with either, actually.
I don't think so either.
At which point you run in and you take your first bite, and this creature seems to shrug the attack away. And when you go for your second bite, its tendril seems to shoot out and catch you off guard as it kind of smacks you to the side, causing you to miss your second attack.
I blame the scarf.
Yeah, it is the scarf's fault. At which point, 'tis the beastie's turn. At which point, the beastie, seeing all the potential for hurt here. Real quick, let me check. I think, Arrington, I think you have 2 attacks, not 1. Yeah.
I
Arrington
do get 2 attacks. You're right. I'm not used to
You do get
that.
2 attacks.
But I can't reuse Whirlwind until I recharge it. So I'm going to do my Slam attack against it. I'm not used to being an air elemental. That's on me. I did not hit,
Nope.
so it doesn't
But
matter.
it was nice to have the idea that.
Yep.
So you just kind of flail violently. I understand it.
Yeah. I made a win.
Flailing is a specialty. At which point it's its turn. And this creature, almost as if to take note of your air elemental's inability to, well, air elemental, it uses 2 of its tendrils to attack your Cambion friend, and 2 of its tendrils to go for your Wolfie friend.
Not in the scarf.
Exactly, the scarf. It's going directly for the scarf. Kidding, right? Come on, this isn't funny. So salty right now. Alright, thank you for proving that point to me. Second, and okay, I shouldn't have that issue. Alright. I mean, not Cammy. These are for, good to know. 3 and 4. Okay, so when this creature reaches out, it goes for Cambion first. I'm sorry, Camantha. Camantha,
Yep.
are you over here or are you closer?
Nope, I'm over there.
You're just up in the air over there?
Yeah.
Okay, then he wouldn't be able to reach you anyways.
Oh, okay.
So I guess
Yeah,
then those
'cause I
would
have
go
a
for
range.
Doblin.
I have a range of 120 feet. I don't need
Right.
it.
Then he'll go for Doblin.
Because it's nice to fly.
It is nice.
Okay, on the first 2, the first one does not hit.
Okay.
8 does not hit, and
Oh,
15
the
does
first
hit.
one absolutely does not hit.
Yeah,
Roll the
yeah,
one.
yeah. 15 hits.
No, the 15 also does not hit. Is his 1 will continue to make him fail.
Okay, fair enough. So, yeah, the first 2 miss on me then.
The 25 hits though.
25 hits, the 10 misses.
Yes.
So I get hit once.
Oh no. 2 of the tendrils are going for you. The other 2 are going for.
Oh, okay, yeah, then he didn't hit me at all.
Yep.
Yeah, and I got hit once.
You got popped once in the face for the illustrious bits of dabblage that he dishes out. Yeah! As he kind of slaps you with one of the tendrils, but it doesn't really seem to do much as the rest of his tendrils just kind of flail around. Doesn't really seem to be doing anything. At which point, Arrington.
Let me roll a d6 to see if I get my whirlwind back. I do get my whirlwind back.
Nice.
So I'm going to use whirlwind again. Which is still a DC, what did we say, 13? Dex save, or strength
Should be
save?
something like that.
Yeah, DC 13, strength save. From Weird Monster. Oh, and he saves. So it takes half
Did he
damage.
really?
Yeah, it's 13, and he hit 13, so...
You are not allowed to throw this thing, apparently.
Apparently I'm not. He still takes half damage. So he takes 8.
It's bludgeoning damage, right?
It is... What kind of damage is it? Yeah, bludgeoning damage. And then because I get 2 attacks, I'll make a slam attack against the creature. When my character sheet comes back up. Slam. 20... Oh, that hits, I assume.
I'm pretty sure that's going to hit.
Unless he's got a massive AC.
Of 37.
Alright, 14 damage.
14 damage to it?
Yeah.
All right. At which point, as Arrington kind of lays into this creature, you can see the force of nature that is this air elemental. As you see the wind itself start to blow and push against this creature, you can see it starting to kind of not necessarily ice over, but definitely starts to change color as these winds start blowing into it. Camantha, it's your turn.
I'm gonna hang where I am, and I'm quite content being this far away and being able to.
What are you talking about? You should come closer.
Yeah.
Play the game.
Yeah. First one. And there's the second one.
Well, at least the second one hits. Well, the first one hits too, but they both hit. Just one's a crit.
Yay. Alright, so the damage. That's 1 damage. That's the damage for
The first one.
Yeah. And then I don't ever remember how you do crit damage.
Just
So you-
roll damage.
Okay.
Yeah, roll it.
So it's also 11.
So then, okay, so it's 11 and 11 plus the, if I remember correctly, it's 16, 18.
Yeah, 18. Yeah, so crit run is the first set of damage, is the max damage you could do with it. So in your case, 18 plus whatever you actually rolled.
Okay, got it.
So in this case, it's 18 plus 11.
Cool.
Oh,
That's a bunch of damage too.
it's 40 damage total.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Jeez. Yeah, that thing's.
So you pretty much fly up into the air and you just bring down the unholy fire that is burning within your soul as you engulf this creature in flames. And about this time you start to notice his body is actually quite resilient to the fire. It's almost as if it has some sort of resistance naturally to this fire. But it still hurts. That still hurts a lot, even with resistance. So
Yeah, that's still 20
still
damage.
burns
So
him
that's awesome.
enough to gain his attention.
Yeah.
Grim, it's your turn.
So I forgot I have pack tactics, so I have advantage with the Harrington over here.
As long as Arrington is within 5 feet, yes.
Yeah, that's inside, basically inside of this creature. I think that counts.
I believe that counts as within 5 feet.
I am going to bite and then breathe on said
Bite
creature.
and breathe.
Yes, bite and breath.
They are both going to hit. Ooh, risque. Is that the bite or the breath?
That was the bite.
He has to make a strength save.
And the
Fall on his ace.
do I get a new chew toy?
Possible. Highly possible. Very possible.
Chew toy.
You do manage to knock the creature prone. As you knock him on his bootay for 16. Does he need to make a dexterity saving throw as well? For the breath?
Yes, for the
For
breath.
half damage, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, because I would think since he's prone already, he probably.
Yeah, it's prone now. He knocked it prone.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Oh, yeah.
Rolling dex.
Yep, that's what it is. I didn't say stealth. Yep, no, not at all.
Fantastic.
He's just freaking the hell out and getting seriously hurt in the process. This creature has taken a 180 on his stance, and you can kind of hear him go, "No, okay, let's talk this out. I can help you. What do you say?"
Do you guys want to talk to him? Because I'm okay with setting his ass on.
I mean, he was kind of rude when I tried to talk to him. Like, he attacked me.
I think if I bite him hard enough, I can get him to squeak.
I mean, I mean, we still are going to be stuck on this boat, and I am not a very good captain.
You're the only one with hands. Well, I take that back. Cambion can be the captain. Then.
Yeah, Cambion, can you captain? Do you know how to captain? Do you want to be a pirate? I don't mind turning into pirates if that's what we're gonna do. I just want to know up front that that's the course
All
we're taking.
monster crew.
Whole monster crew of pirates.
It's just
Yeah,
us, and then like a few of these
We
slavers
could
are
stick
still
him in the
alive.
bottom, and he could just swab all the decks.
Oh, there's that one creature below. I bet that will kill him for us.
Oh, we could do.
That guy was unfriendly. I don't want to be on a boat with that guy. He was unfriendly though.
We can always just push his cage over the board.
I don't feel like that would work. I think he would kill us through the cage, or try to. Monster, because he hasn't given us a name, so that's what I'm going to refer to him as. Monster.
Squeaky.
Yes.
His name is Squeaky.
How can you help us? What can you do?
All kinds of things. As you can tell, I have 4 tendrils, and you see him kind of wiggle his tendrils around.
Yes, I have felt all 4 of them.
Yes.
I'm large, so I can put my weight around.
Yes, but how can you help us get off this boat? Like, what's your... Can you teleport us somewhere?
No, that's not within my skill set.
How
But
can
I
Can we like
I-
turn you into a propeller and push you?
can show you where the rafts are.
So you can show us a smaller boat.
But we already have a large boat
That
that
sounds like a horrible plan.
we're apparently in charge of now. Looking around the deck, do I see anybody that looks like a captain?
Yeah, no.
He ate him first.
Possibly. I'm pulling at straws here. I don't know what to say.
I feel
There's
like
no
Can
straw
we
on this
put
deck.
you on one of the? Because you know this is ours now.
We have laid claim to this. You don't get one. Well, I can.
Can you clean?
I will not degrade myself to such a manner.
Squeaky, I will eat you.
Are you rolling intimidation?
Sure.
Oh, please do.
Please scare the shit out of Squeaky. I want Squeaky to be terrified now.
I mean, 13.
Let's see. Squeaky ain't got no bonus, so let's see what Squeaky's got.
Squeaky's not
Oh,
great.
Squeaky is not intimidated.
Squeaky, I'm gonna tear your throat out. On principle.
Like
He looks at you confused.
I look around. I'm like, I don't know what to do with him. Like it seems like we've defeated him because he's trying to parlay with us in the middle of battle, which is generally a sign of surrender.
That's what losers do.
Um,
Then you wear them like trophies, like this.
Yes, I see your fetching scarf,
nice
and
pose.
it looks lovely on you.
Thank you. Would you like one? They're all over the deck.
I think it will just fall through me. I don't think I can
Maybe
carry
wrist
it.
cuffs.
I'm
It
not.
looks
Like,
kind of like a blender.
I am like I don't. I'm at
You
a
can
loss.
change colors.
Do we take his help? Do we finish him off? Do we let him leave?
All he said he can do is give us a smaller boat.
Yeah, which isn't helpful because we have a large boat now.
Exactly.
Why did you attack this
I
boat?
would say he can take the small boat. Like I'm fine with him taking.
I
the
think he
small-
can swim. He looks like he can swim.
Yeah, but I'm offering him a boat.
He
of
hit
some
me. I
sort.
demand a tentacle as tribute.
And that seems reasonable. It would also make a nice scarf.
Squeaky,
Squeaky.
talk fast or I
Are you
take one.
insulting Squeaky, or are you just telling Squeaky you're taking one?
Oh no, I'm telling Squeaky that he needs to pony up something. Otherwise, I'm gonna take a tentacle on principle.
He's like, well, I got nothing. At which point you see him pretty much turn,
Oh hell no, Squeaky.
jump to get away.
I'm
You
a bite
do
of
your
ass.
attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm
He tries to
absolutely
jump
gonna
away.
attack this guy.
Waka waka.
Let me do my slam
Do I need to
attack.
roll athletics since I'm basically going to pin him down and maul one off, or do you want me to roll bite?
Are you going to try and pin him?
Oh fuck yes, I'm ripping off one of his tentacles.
I'm gonna
Or
do
are
a
you
slam
just going
attack
to-
against
or are
him.
you going to try and tackle him? Because he is bigger than you, so you will be at disadvantage.
If I can just tear off one with a bite, then I'll do that.
And then roll to hit and It'll just be the first one. You won't be at disadvantage, and you won't be at advantage because they cancel it.
Damn you, air elemental. You're supposed to... There we go.
The air elemental's the reason you're doing good.
Yeah.
I know, I forgot that on the first rules. It probably would have come in handy.
Yeah, a little bit. So, as he jumps away, Arrington, you
Yes.
do connect, punching him in the side as he goes, but Grim also connects.
Does
So
that
you
mean
both-
I can knock him prone?
Huh? You
Does that mean I
knock-
can knock him prone?
See if
Because
you
I
fail.
bit him?
I want him to fail, but at the
Bad
same time, I
squeaky.
really don't.
He rolled a 9. He failed.
So
Yes.
you pretty much catch his tendril and rip it off, and as you do, it causes him to careen and slam into the side of the boat and half fall off of the boat.
Oh, hell no.
So about half of him is hanging off the boat while half of him is still on the boat. And
Help me pin him down.
He looks horribly worse for wear.
Arrington, help me pin him down.
Yeah, I hit him for 16 as he tried to get away.
Oh no, you're still in initiative turn. Get back there, Grim.
Yeah, you
okay.
can't move yet.
My bad. Oh, I'm on my body. They move my scarf first.
Scarf her anyway.
Bad scarf.
She went to join her own colony.
Alright, is that its turn? Is it done?
Yeah, that's his turn. It
Alright.
pretty much falls over
Okay.
there, and you can see it's barely even conscious.
Then I will move closer to it. And
Squeaky, I told you not to run.
I don't want to do whirlwind because it's a random direction knock away, and I can knock it off the boat. So I'm just gonna hit slam attack twice, but I do want to roll my whirlwind thing real fast just to be sure.
You want to slam attack with the whirlwind, or do you want to whirlwind slam attack?
I want to just do 2 slam attacks, but I want to roll to see if I get my whirlwind back real fast,
Okay.
just in case I need it, and I do get it back.
Yeah.
But then I just want to do 2 slam attacks against it
Okay.
because I'm afraid I'll knock it overboard if I do the whirlwind. All right, the first hit.
Perfect. Yep.
The second, just roll it again. Second
Yeah.
crits. This thing's probably dead.
Yeah, it's dead.
First one is
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's dead.
the first one is 12. The next one is
Camantha, he learned how to negotiate. See?
Yeah.
yeah. So
Good
what
job.
is it?
Negotiation.
16.
Beats its face into the ground.
Yeah, it was 16 plus 14, so 30. So I did 42 damage.
Yeah, as you beat its face into the ground.
Hey, it didn't get away. If you want another scarf.
No, I got my squeaky toy.
Okay.
At
Um,
which point, as you pretty much overwhelm this thing with violent, gusting winds, it proceeds to kind of take a couple of hits, go limp, and then it just kind of... And it's down.
Okay.
Not initiative anymore.
I move back towards the center of the boat.
I warned you, Squeaky. I warned you.
Is there anyone still alive? And I'm just saying this loudly. Is there anyone alive we can talk to?
Yeah, they're cowering over there. See? By the stairs.
Like one there. there's
Cambion.
one there,
Ask them about their captain.
guy over here.
I was gonna ask, is this guy like steering the boat?
This is which guy steering the boat?
The guy up top right here. Sorry, I'm dark green.
You do. She means this person up here.
Yeah, that guy.
Towards the bow.
One more time?
It's at the bottom of the boat graphically, but it's the front of the boat.
Oh,
nautically.
okay. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, that is not the guy steering the boat.
Okay. I want to find the guy steering.
Yeah. Do we see a captain at all? Do we see anyone that looks like they have authority?
Yeah. That's what I
Yep.
want.
Doesn't seem like you see what looks like a captain. Well, right about the time that you're looking for a captain, you hear a noise coming from over here. And it looks like this gentleman comes walking up. And when he does, this gentleman definitely looks to be the leader of this ship. And it's almost like he has a personal guard with him.
All right. As the spokesperson of the group, I will move forward.
Sounds
Just when
good.
He looks around and goes, "The
Wait.
hell is happening on my ship?"
Squeaky tried to run.
I think you mean our ship, as we just killed the giant monster that was attacking it.
I think you mean my ship.
I turned back to the wolf. I don't think he understands that we're the captain now.
Well, then go tell him. Humans like shows of force. Go. That's what they respond to.
You beasts shouldn't be talking. Why are you
Call me a beast again.
Beast.
Bitch, I will eat you.
I wanna
Dun, 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 dun.
land right a little bit closer. Right in between.
By the way, just as a heads up, that is a mast. There.
It is okay.
That is
So
a
I'll
mast.
go kind of here. About 30 feet away from him, and use my fiendish.
Fiendish charm.
Yeah. Which he has to succeed on.
That a charisma saving throw?
It is a wisdom.
Wisdom saving. Risque. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
23. He probably
Oh,
succeeds.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
And
never mind.
if I remember correctly, he's immune for 24, correct?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
At which point he looks to you as you kind of give him the old wink
Yeah.
and just goes, "Your devilish charms won't work on me."
Does he have a peg leg?
Yes.
I'll move up over here.
Can
I
I
had
set
to-
the peg leg on fire?
Can I set his peg leg on fire?
Yeah. If I can get
Sure.
close enough, I'm gonna attack the guy. Yeah, like I'm 100%
Welcome to the
about to
Grim
attack
School of
this guy.
Negotiation.
Okay. So we're rolling initiative again.
No. Oh, do you want to?
I want to attack. I would like to attack this guy.
Oh, I'm fire raying him.
She wants to set his peg leg on
I want
fire.
to set his peg leg on fire. Whether that's in initiative or not.
Dang. Skipper's initiative is low. So. which initiative is this one. This guy's initiative is this one. Alright. So now that those are in initiative. Let's reset that initiative in descending order. He doesn't exist anymore. So whoever's initiative is 11 goes first. I guess that's the big guy.
That's that fella.
At which
The
point,
red one.
you see this gentleman as he grabs what looks like his shirt, and he proceeds to pull on it and tear it apart. And as he does, you can see the muscles in his body starting to contort and change. As he starts running towards you, Arrington, his body starts to change. He starts to grow elongated fangs. Claws start to grow from his hands. He gains wolf-like features. As you are now facing down what looks like a man, but also a wolf. Some sort of were creature.
I'm so confused.
He's a werewolf.
No, I know. I'm just... Grim is very confused.
Grim stares in bewilderment. Brother?
I holler monster as he runs towards me, because that's what I call things that are monsters.
Anything that isn't me is a
Anything that is not me or human, I'm just gonna call a monster.
Perfect.
Is that his attack?
Oh, even better. Oh man, this that opening attack though.
None of those hit.
I noticed. At which point he comes at you, and almost as if to come to the realization that you are air, he swipes into the cloud, and nothing seems to happen. So, reeling his other arm around, he comes back to swipe into the cloud again, only for again nothing to happen. And even he looks kind of bewildered and just kind of looked down at his hands, and then back up at you. Arrington, it's your turn.
I laugh at him first. Ha ha, monster! And then I move into his space and do whirlwind. DC 13 strength save.
You'll eventually toss someone off.
Eventually, I will throw someone
It will
overboard.
happen. I can foresee this.
Actually, I'm not even close enough to the side to throw him overboard. I could throw him near the overboard. It's not going to be today. And then I'll just roll damage. And he just takes
Point as you whirlwind into
takes
him,
half
you see him
damage.
pretty much brace into the ground or
Alright.
into the deck and essentially lock himself in place.
Okay, he takes 6 damage on Whirlwind. And then I assume Slam misses because his AC's got to be about 10.
His AC is indeed above 10.
Alright.
It is 11.
Oh, shucks. I still hit him. I still taunt him. I at least hit you once.
I at least hit.
I at least
Suck.
hit.
He is displeased by this retort, but does not seem to respond. You did 13 damage, right? That's bludgeoning, right?
Yeah, but it's halved because he saved, so it's 6 damage.
Okay. Okay. Which point it just kind of blows over him, and you can definitely tell it did not have much of an effect on him. Even outside of the whirlwind, it's like it barely phased him at all. Oh, the captain and Cambion have the same initiative.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. So, Cambion, Camantha, you get to go first.
Okay. Alright, first of all, I'm gonna ask you. Because I'm guessing I know the answer. But I'm gonna leave it up to you. Is the Fiendish Charm...
One more time.
Fiendish Charm...
What about
action or bonus action?
it? Isn't Fiendish Charm just anything you can draw a line of sight to?
Yeah, but it doesn't say if it's an action or...
One human.
I think it counts as like a gaze.
It must succeed. The charm target obeys. Oh no, it's just a thing.
It's just a thing, so
It's
I can
just a
do
thing.
that and attack?
Yes.
Okay. I want a Fiendish Charm at the dude. This guy.
That dude.
Yeah. So he has to make DC 14 Wisdom.
Ooh, risque. Let's see if he passes. Wisdom saving throw. He has no buff to that. Ooh! No manipulation today, madam.
Alright, so I'll fire Ray at...
Okay.
Yeah. 1.
Yep, you're gonna hit him.
And there's the damage for that one. And 2.
Okay. The second one is going to miss.
Okay. Did I set his peg leg?
Did you set his peg leg on fire? Yes, you set his peg
Okay.
leg on fire.
Good. What I want.
This is all I wanted.
And then after that, I'm gonna fly up.
So as you fly up in the air, you gaze down at the werewolf and go, "Listen to me, damn it!" And he just goes, "I'm sorry, I can't hear you. There's wind blowing."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Ah, shit. Oh well, fire!" And you just start blowing down torrential flames onto this captain here, who gets caught off guard by the first blast, and it catches him head on and engulfs his peg leg in fire. However, this makes him more acutely aware of the second attack as he proceeds to roll himself out of the way of the second strike as the fire hits the deck and proceeds to start burning the deck.
Cool.
Okay. Oh, you
That's
did
nice.
child damage. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Forgot about the damage. All right. Next, oh, it's the captain's turn. Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful. Good news. Good jolly show. Jolly good show. Which point you see him pretty much stick his hands out in front of him and he starts to chant this strange chant. And this ball of energy appears in his hand and he proceeds to just baseball hurl that thing directly at you. For a thingy. Let's see if he hits. Does a 28 hit?
Yes.
Lord,
At which point he. Oh, jeez. Okay.
it's a critical.
Yeah, you're meant to.
Tis a critical. This is going to hurt a little bit.
What kind of damage is it?
Just imagining like the bug that flies into the little zapper and just.
Yep.
Yep. Tis, I believe, thunder damage.
Lightning damage?
Thunder damage.
Thunder damage.
Thunder damage.
There's a difference.
There is a
Sound.
difference. Why? Do you have resistance to lightning
I
damage?
do have resistance to lightning.
She does. Cold, fire,
I just rolled it
lightning.
at random on which one he gets.
Yeah, I'm resistant to a lot of shit.
She does resist
I was about to say. That's actually probably one of the worst abilities to use on you. I think you're resistant to all but one of them, and I rolled one.
Yep.
Because, yeah, you're... Right? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
She is resistant to a bunch of stuff.
Dang. So, yeah, you take 39 damage as this
Yeah.
ball of sound just strikes you in the face, exploding, knocking you out of the sky, and you proceed to come careening down towards the ship. How high up were you?
I think I said like 15 feet.
Okay. So then you will be taking a little bit of extra damage for falling. You'll be taking an extra 4 damage as you pretty much careen down and slam into the to the deck. You are now prone.
Okay.
I think he almost killed you in one hit.
No, you got me half.
Damn. If only he could take 2 attacks a turn. How saddening.
That's when a second
Oh.
ball comes out to hit you.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a second captain, and he sneaks up from behind. Grim.
I'm gonna go. Well, how big are the squares?
The squares are measuring tapes.
How do you do that?
Measuring tapes.
Oh,
It's a
on
magical
the
thing
on
that-
the left side of the screen.
Nope. Only
Uh,
the DM can do it. Nope. Only the DM.
Oh, the little ruler
A
thing.
little
No.
click on the
Only
ruler
the
and
DM.
it becomes a thing where you
Just
can
the DM.
measure.
Only
But
the
then
DM.
you need to re-click on the cursor one to actually move and do stuff.
Yep,
Yes.
because I always forget to
Yes,
change it back.
and we can all see when someone else is measuring.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone can see everyone
It's
else.
one of the best things in the game.
It
Honestly.
really is.
I'm gonna come
It
over
makes my
here
nights really weird.
to the pup with my scarf. I'm gonna stare him down and I'm gonna go. So I'm dead set on killing just about everybody that's not worth anything on this ship. Captain's already pissed me off, so he's gonna die. So if you can sail, then I suggest you switch sides, my furry little friend.
Roll persuasion.
You give it -1 persuasion.
I do! Yes, that's right, my 19 was a nat 20.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Don't roll a 200.
I feel I wouldn't win that contested anything.
You
There we
might.
go.
You might win that.
Good furry. Good pup.
At which point, Furry Pup apparently sees the errors of his way as he goes, I think I know how this is going to go.
It's a safe bet.
Da 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 da.
You've only got a fraction of what I've got.
I'm not condescending, but I do act like a dick sometimes.
Hey, he's a pup for a reason.
Yep. Oh no, I don't disagree. I'm not saying anything. Next up is the pup, apparently. At which point, pup just goes, I'll see how this plays out.
You're good. We don't want you hurting those hands,
Second.
since I don't have any.
He'll get there eventually. He's putting in the effort, I promise. As you see what looks like pup number 2 come running around this way.
Is he a werewolf too?
He is also a werewolf.
Pup.
It is the pup platoon. Arrington, it is your turn.
Alright. Since that guy has switched teams, I will move up and attack the captain. I will like move into his space and let me roll to see if I recharge whirlwind. I'm gonna roll again. See if I recharge it. So far I've had really good luck on the recharge. Nope, not recharged.
No recharge.
So I'll do 2 slam attacks.
I was about to say.
So I'll just do 2 slam attacks real fast. Alright, 18 on the first one. And 24 on the second.
Damn. First one, oh, both hit.
Both hit,
First
okay.
one's on the money, so it's just the flat damage.
19 damage on the first one. And 11 on the second. So 30 damage total.
It's 5 for the first one, 11 for the second.
Alright, so he's
Because
resistant.
the first one's on the nose,
Yeah.
and you only take the modifier when on the nose.
Gotcha.
So it's 5 for the first one, then 11 for the
Second, okay, so 16 total.
Still 16. Still gonna hurt.
Okay, and I taunt him and say, we got your first mate to switch teams.
Pup.
We got your first pup to switch teams. At which point, he kind of looks you over, looks at the situation at hand, and goes, well. We'll see how this goes. Camantha, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna get up from prone. And I'm gonna jump up in the air and fly back a little bit. Just about to there. Not a lot. I'm gonna say up about 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna fire ray him again.
You're gonna do what now?
Fire ray
ray
the
him?
captain
Okay.
twice.
Roll the laser.
First laser.
First laser hits.
There's the damage. And the second one does not.
Ooh, so close. Yet so far.
Yep.
At which point you proceed to again bring down 2 torrential beams of fire, at which point the first one again connects and his peg leg burns even more. As the second one doesn't seem to, as he's able to kind of maneuver his way around Arrington enough to avoid the attack. Speaking of the captain, it's the captain's turn, and there's this wind elemental. At which point you see him effectively reach out to you, Arrington, and do a thing. You need to make me a saving throw against his DC 14. DC 14. It is a Constitution save.
Uh-oh.
Constitution save. Gotcha.
Yep.
4.
No. At which point, he reaches out and almost as if with supernatural finesse, grabs onto you, Arrington, as an air elemental, and goes, oh, this should be interesting. And your body starts to contort and change as the arid parts of your body seem to condense down and almost take shape, take form as you start to become smaller and smaller. And you condense down into what is a tiny chicken.
He polymorphed me.
Polymorphed into a chicken.
I'm not immune to polymorph.
Huh?
I am not immune to being polymorphed. I'm immune to a bunch of stuff, but not that one.
I was wondering
Alright.
if you're immune to polymorph or not.
I am not immune to it.
Oh, you have so many
I
resistances.
have a ton of resistances and immunities, not to
You have an
polymorph.
Jeez, I didn't even know how many immunities.
Yep, tons of immunities.
Jeez.
Elementals are disgusting. There's
But
a
not to
bunch of
chicken.
stuff you
You are
can't
weak
But
do.
to
not to
chicken.
being turned into a chicken.
Not to being
He's
turned
got
into a
everything else.
Yeah,
Can't be down, can't be tied up.
yeah. Can't grab me, you can't
Poison,
paralyze me, you
paralysis,
can't petrify
no
me.
exhaustion.
Yeah,
no
there's-
unconsciousness, no petrification.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Ton of stuff you can't do to elementals. They are
Resistance
super
is
resistant to
Oh
stuff.
my god. Well, he made his job easier without even realizing it. Arrington the chicken.
Alright.
Now you just need to take his hat and you are the new captain. He will be Captain Arrington.
I squawk loudly.
Very loudly.
That is not from the Grim School of Negotiation.
Speaking of the Grim School of Negotiation,
Pup 2. I will have all the pups.
look at my scarf.
Pup 1 has already changed sides. Pup 2.
Ooh, risque.
I rolled a 20.
Let's see if Pup is resilient. Pup is not resilient to the charms of the wolf. Almost as if to be talked down from his immediate, seeing what seems to be some sort of pack brother. He just kind of starts going with the flow, and for some reason, unbeknownst to you, almost as if some supernatural force has convinced these gentlemen that they should just sit back and watch rather than help their captain, who they're being paid to help. They just
Screw
kind of
him.
chill.
He
Exactly.
doesn't know what it's like to be a wolf.
Nope, he has no idea what it's like to be a wolf. He is not part of the pack. Ergo,
Exactly. This is my new
blood
pack.
is stronger than gold, apparently.
Yes.
All right, pack boys. They stand there. Arrington, you are a chicken. Baka.
Can I attack as a chicken? No, we have stats on that.
Absolutely can attack.
I
as a
will
chicken.
100%
You do
attack as a
D4
chicken.
Of damage for pecking.
All right. I will. Let me roll a d20 to attack.
You are proficient in pecking, by the way.
So what do I add to that?
You will be adding a +2 to
All
your
right.
D20 roll.
All right. 10. I did not hit. I'm
No,
bad.
you did not.
I'm a
But you
bad.
pecked violently. You
Yes.
do get 2 pecks, so you do get
Oh,
to take a second.
I will
peck.
absolutely peck again.
Don't go for the non-existent peg leg. Go for the giblets.
Ooh,
14.
Closer.
Still
Closer.
not good.
You're getting there, just a little bit more. You're hyping yourself up.
Yeah.
You're getting used to being a chicken.
I will use my movement to back away from him as a chicken, just a few feet.
In his confusion at the chicken that pecked at him twice before it ran away, he doesn't seem to attack back. He just
Damn
kind of
it!
stares in
I was trying to get him to attack me. That's the only reason I moved.
Just cut your little chicken head off. What are you gonna do then?
Well, because once he kills me as a chicken, I turn back into myself.
Yeah.
He's gonna put you in a little chicken cage.
confusion. Yep.
Like,
Once he kills the chicken, he becomes an
I
arrow.
become the aerial one again, so I need to get hit. Because chickens don't have HP. They've
You
got
run around,
like, what does he have? 5
"Somebody kill
HP.
me!
Like the chickens
Kill
can't.
me!"
I'm gonna look at.
Their chickens have 1 HP.
They have 1
Do
HP.
not try and convince me that they have the health of a human.
Well, I didn't know.
Health.
I was trying to think if they're even in the monster manual. They're not. I'm looking up it now.
No, chickens are not in the monster.
All right, I just need to get hit.
If they are, they're in the player's handbook at the end.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
I've looked. I've wanted to turn someone into a chicken for so long.
It's a great thing. It's a great
been a
use of
fantasy.
polymorph. That's great.
It's been a fantasy of mine for quite some time.
Yeah. All right. Yes. So that's what Arrington does. He backs away squawking, or
Cacaw.
cacawing,
No, you
or
can
whatever.
still speak common.
Oh, is it chicken?
You are a chicken that.
Oh,
concocts-
then I back away, and I'm like, one of you hit me. That's all.
Okay.
Like someone attack me.
You are a shit talking chicken.
All right, someone
Why
attack
did you
me.
make this up? Camantha. You hear the shit-talking chicken. Someone attack me.
Someone attack me.
Please, for the love of all chicken kind.
Fry the chicken.
We're kind of busy right now.
Fuck you.
Because there's someone else that needs frying before you, okay? Calm down.
I get you're into some kinky shit, but we're not done fighting yet. Calm down. I see the
Master
And
chicken.
I'm gonna fire Ray the captain.
Alright, fire Ray away. Hacha.
First one.
Got a hit.
Okay.
5.
There's damage.
5, I believe. No. No. Oh, that's true. How's fire rate work out? Would it just be half for everything then?
You could do it that way. I'm trying to remember how we did it before.
It wasn't minimum.
I think we just let spells hit because they were spells.
That would make sense. Okay, we'll go with that. If it. Well, did I already do that with a different one? I don't know.
I don't know. Wasn't
I
here.
don't know. I'll have to go back and look at that. 7, 12, 19. Jeez, right on the nose twice. Way to go. Way to go. I'm not salty, but I am a bit of a Susan at the moment. At which point, as your hands erupt with fire, you proceed to bring down this torrential downpour of fire on him, again engulfing his peg leg on fire.
Good.
At this point, you are very curious as to how his peg leg is still in one piece.
Yeah, I know.
And this is... Yes. You can have fun with that. There we go. Oh boy, he's feeling it. He ain't gonna be standing around much longer.
I mean, eventually that peg leg is going to turn to ash.
Something of note, the peg leg doesn't seem to be burning.
Oh.
It's on fire, but it doesn't seem to be burning. It's an immortal peg leg.
It's a sign we're meant to beat him to death with it.
It's where his magic power comes from.
At which point, seeing how effective the thunder orb was before, he pops out a new one and proceeds to chunk it at you, Camantha. Will he make it? Ladies and gentlemen, that is the question. Ooh.
No.
And it sails past you, going wide.
Yeah.
The look of it, the expression on his face, he comes to the realization that this is not going to end well for him. He just kind of looks over everyone, and goes, "So I know we got off to a bad start."
Remember when you called me Beast the second time? Yeah.
Yes. But
Okay.
I'm here to parlay.
Don't know what that is, don't care.
Grim, it is your turn. Well,
Pup 1 and Pup 2 will serve me faithfully. You're just an entree.
oh, don't be mean to him. He is sadness.
I didn't roll the recharge from my breath because I thought we went out of combat after we killed the thingy.
We can roll.
Do you want me to just roll it a couple times, or?
Just keep rolling until you get it. It's fine.
Well, it's been like 5 or 6 turns. That's why I'm like I wasn't rolling.
No, you're good. It's recharged.
I am going to do the frost breath on the way up so that I can hit our chicken friend. Since it's a cone.
For you, Arrington, and then freeze him over. I believe you're going to hit Arrington. I'm not going to lie. With an AC of 8, you should be able to hit Arrington. I'm pretty sure you're going to kill the chick.
I don't know what the next save does.
Now,
Does he freeze?
if he passes the dex save of 11, he takes half damage.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right.
Unless Arrington just
I
is
forgot.
diving into this ice, fully accepting whatever punishment.
No, I definitely want to roll. I assume I roll just a
Come
d20
on.
plus nothing.
Go Angry Birds on the
Absolutely.
frostbite. What's the worst that could happen?
Absolutely. Perfect. Solid strategy. So
All
you're
right.
going to be taking 14 damage, but
All
since
right.
you are a chicken, you will be taking 13 damage off of your character
Yes.
and 1 damage off
Off
of
the
the
chicken, yeah. That's what I knew. Anything that carried over actually does hit me, so I want to take a ton of it needlessly.
That's why.
Go for
That's
the
why
breath.
someone should have just ran it
Yeah.
chicken.
All right. So now I
That is
am
the chicken.
now I am not a chicken.
No, you are not a chicken anymore. You are back to being a full-blown air element.
Did you want to roll for the captain?
Oh no, I was just gonna assume he passed.
Okay, well, that works too. I'm just gonna bite his ass anyway.
That was okay. He passed. Told you.
Yeah.
At which point, as you breathe over this wall of ice to him, which is amazingly hilarious, he proceeds to freeze over and becomes a nice statue. It's almost like you did the exact amount of health he had left.
All right. Are we still in combat?
Not that I know of.
All right. I'm going to go forward as my air elemental, and I'm going to slam attack his frozen ass.
Wait. Give me his head first.
All right. Fair enough. I'll let the wolf take his head.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hat. I want
Hat?
his hat. I don't
All
want
right.
his head.
Okay. I'll reach
Nope.
up and pull his hat off, or try to.
His head hat off.
Yeah, his hat
Hat.
off of his head.
I want to shake off my scarf so he can put the hat on.
The creatures are revolting. Run.
Yeah. So I reach up and I take the hat off and I stick it on the wolf's head.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll. You
Okay. And then I'm going to slam attack him.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm going to smash
absolutely
you.
destroy the ice.
Yeah.
It buckles
Wow.
and breaks as
Alright.
the wind blows into it.
And
smashing it
I
to
turn around to the monsters and say, "We
Hey,
told you we were the
he's on my-
captains now. Like,
He's on my
They
pup.
both,
can
both
any
kind of look at you.
can any one of you
Where?
drive this ship?"
Monsters, and yes.
They are pups.
Are we
Call
calling
them
them
pups.
pups? Okay, pups.
It is pup 1 and pup 2, and I am the wolf in the hat.
Yes,
Wolf with a hat. I want to find
the wolf in the hat.
that is a wolf with a hat.
Love it.
Wolf with a hat.
So pups, what were you doing and why were we captured?
What were you doing? What now?
And why were we captured?
Oh. This one chimes up first. Well, you see, there's this small issue of
Yeah.
it's a giant wizard hat.
I don't care.
When it comes to catching new, well, for instance, me and my brother here, we are both part of a experiment that the gentleman that you just busted was working on, and he was combining creatures of the land with non-creatures of the land to get new, different variation monster, i.e. you, me, or me and him. And y'all were being taken for the same purpose? To be used as an experiment to try and combine beasts of the land with people. And a hush falls over the
Sorry, I'm typing up notes of everything that's happened. So this boat's going to wherever you guys do experiments?
It was.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going wherever we say now, because we're the captains.
The pups will take us where we want to go.
Yes.
Yes.
Why did your captain want to do these experiments? Like, what was the end goal? Just to see if he could do it?
If I remember correctly, something about saving one of his children.
Well, I don't think he'll be seeing them again anyway, so it doesn't matter now.
He wanted to turn his children into a monster?
I don't know the full story. You should have asked him.
Well, he was not very friendly to our conversations. We staked claim
Nope.
on the boat after killing the monster, and he didn't agree with that. And everyone knows if you save the vessel, you now control the vessel.
I don't.
That and I told him not to call me.
I know, he turned me into a chicken, so I'm not feeling any remorse. And I kind of want to find his children and kill his children now. So let's go where we're supposed to go.
Pup
Oh,
one,
this is
Pup two,
fantastic.
you are under my protection.
Oh,
Take
which
us to
one?
go kill his children.
Pup 1 starts to head over to murder some children.
Let's go. I mean, I turned to the
Are they on the
Cambion
boat?
and the
Or are
wolf.
they? Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Pup 2 moves into navigation.
Okay. I assume that the smart move is to go to wherever he was doing his research at, and see what's going on there.
I have no idea.
Because I don't like being captured, and although I'm not necessarily good or evil, I don't really want other people to be captured. It seems like a dick thing to do.
What are you talking about?
Just run around capturing monsters willy-nilly to experiment on them.
No.
There's got to be an ethics board in charge of that type of stuff.
There's got to be an ethics board.
Where's the AMA or something that I can talk to and report this guy?
Well, you guys are having fun with that. I want to go in his.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm very confused.
How do you know all these human words?
Well,
He's secretly been.
Oh god, he grew.
That's not what I meant.
He's a clown now.
He has ascended to cloud.
I turned into a cloud now. There we go.
He said you
Yeah,
couldn't do anything.
I want to go in. Like, go through all his shit.
You want to go through all his shit,
Yep,
things and stuff.
yep.
At which point, as you kind of start to go down through here, you come into a room with what seems to be a group of people, if you will. I can button. I can find things. Hold on. My mind is not working right now. Back to scene 1. Did you go down alone, by the way?
Yeah, I guess. Unless you guys are following me.
No, I went up to the navigation
I'm
thing
in charge of Pup 1 and Pup 2.
with the wolf.
And I have a sneaking suspicion that the air elemental still wants to throw someone overboard.
Not yet. Not yet. We'll see if they're good at navigating.
Ooh, risque.
I will eat you. Don't attack the pups.
I don't intend to.
So, Camantha the Cambion, when you approach into this area, as you just kind of start walking down, you notice something. There seems to be some noise coming from downstairs. Definitely sounds like there's some sort of commotion, people either partying or drinking. They haven't really seemed to take notice of what's going on. And they're just kind of down here partying. They don't even really seem to notice you.
I'm not gonna sneak around, but I'm gonna just look around until they take notice.
Until they take notice of you?
Yeah, just check everything out.
At which point this one gentleman kind of turns to you,
I'm gonna go like check over here.
gets up out of his chair and starts
Take
walking
it
towards
out.
you. At which point when he comes walking up, he goes, "Miss, are you aren't you supposed to be in a cage?"
Yeah, we're in charge now. Sorry. Your captain's gone.
Oh, well, that's totally understandable. Here, let me just go back to my... just ignore us. We're not doing anything. And he turns around.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna check out you know, what's around. What stuff we got.
All right.
Got anything cool?
Oh, beautiful. So as he walks over to the table, you kind of hear him, almost as if he can't really seem to control his voice for some reason, goes, "Guys, there's an idiot in the thing. She's over there. We need to throw her back in the cage. I don't know how she got it. Oh shit." And you see him kind of look over at you, who has been listening to him talk about this real quick. He goes, fuck it. And he picks up his sword and shield and proceeds to turn towards you.
I will use.
I was about to say, you have an action while they're all pretty much getting up.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my Fiendish Charm.
On which one?
The first guy, the main guy. Well, yeah, that guy.
All right. Roll that resist. Ooh.
Can I please
Looks
get
like he is
someone?
resist. See, by the end of this, you're just gonna tie up everyone in the crew, and you're gonna be like, "Love me, love me, love me." And you're just gonna keep going down the line until someone fails. And for everyone that for everyone that succeeds, Davum's gonna fly behind you, and he's gonna start trying to throw everyone off the boat. It's gonna be a horrible game that you play called roulette. I feel like this should be a thing. Y'all should make that a thing.
I'm supervising.
At which point, Camantha, you proceed to eye him down. You still have an action, and he does not seem to take notice of your eyeing. But you eye super hard.
So, okay, so when I see them all coming at me,
You have an action while they're getting ready if you want to do anything.
No.
You're just gonna wait for them to get ready?
Well, I wanna say if you listen to me, then I won't set you on fire.
Are you trying to persuade them, or what are you doing with this statement?
I'll go either persuasion or intimidation.
It's up to you. Which one are you trying to do?
I can intimidate.
All
Better
right, roll
than
intimidation. Roll intimidation. You should listen to me so I don't set you all on fire.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh, not scary enough. Which point you kind of turn and you're like, "I will burn all of you." And they're like, "Yes, you probably would try."
Alright, since none of that works, I'm just gonna fire
Okay.
that dude.
You're gonna fire at that dude?
Yeah. So... There you go. At that dude.
I had to give him an initiative.
Yeah.
So that dude's initiative is actually very high.
Oh, goddammit.
As in, like, they're all going first. After you fire this ray of fire. Which point you see the fire pretty much careen into the shield, and he kind of brushes it to the side, but you can still see some of the licks of flame as they cover him. And he does give off a few grunts of pain, but it doesn't really seem to be too bad.
Do we hear this commotion up above?
You would hear the commotion. You hear what sounds like some really heavy thuds. At which point, that dude, his turn. Oh, wait. 5 stuff. that dude approaches you as you shoot fire into him, that dude is not pleased. And as these two pretty much rush you, these four over here draw what look like heavy crossbows, and they proceed to fire at you from a distance.
Of course.
You act like these guys aren't prepared for stuff.
We only thought they were all drunk.
I mean, you know.
Does that one hit?
I think, I might actually have to ask you about that.
Do you have AC on your sheet?
Well, my AC is 17, but because of the Fiendish Blessing, I add my courage.
That's already been added.
Okay, it has. Okay, then it does hit.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna ask you about.
And it hits. It hits.
God.
And it misses. Alright, so 3 of the 4 arrows actually hit you. You're going to need to make me a constitution saving. Wait, are you...
I
Are
am
you-
resistant to poison.
but not immune,
Not immune.
but resistant. Okay, then you have advantage on these, but you will need to roll constitution saving throw 3 times with advantage.
First one,
Alright.
second one,
Okay.
third one.
Oh, so close. You had it. What happened?
You know.
The usual.
Yeah,
At which point,
it's
the
me
first
rolling,
arrow.
of course.
Ah, there we go. That makes sense. So when the first one strikes you, it only does 2 damage. When the second one strikes you, it does about 4 damage. When the third one strikes you, it does 3 damage, but when that third one hits, the arrow kind of... It feels weird when that one connects. You don't actually feel that one very much. It feels very numb, at which point your body just kind of starts to go into this haze. And you can feel the strength from your body kind of weakening as your arms start to droop low and your legs start to get heavy. Your wings don't seem to want to flap or move. They just kind of all start drooping, and you can feel yourself getting exhausted. You have disadvantage on anything you do next turn, and after that, you pass out.
Oh, great. Okay.
It will be fun. And then these two approach you, and both of them are trying to grapple. Ooh. You're going to need to make a strength, 2 strength checks. Yeah, a strength check. Just make one. And it's not even at disadvantage. It's at normal because this
Okay.
second guy's apparently tackling the first guy. Dang! Even while drunk and just out of it, you're still easily able to manhandle these 2 men as they try and tackle you. Both of them running to approach you, and even in this stupor of unconsciousness or almost unconsciousness, you're able to pretty much parry and knock them out of the way, knocking one of them to the ground while flipping the other one over. And one proceeds to slam into whatever this mixture is as he slams into there, and this one proceeds to pretty much fall and careen into a box. You've effectively moved them both out of your way. Wolfington and Wolfington number 2 aren't doing anything, so Arrington,
Having heard it,
you
I will.
hear a lot of commotion going on downstairs.
All right, I will. What's the drop down from like the top part of the deck where I'm up to the floor of the deck?
15
down
feet.
here? Okay. Well, I'm still just gonna drop down, so I'll take whatever the damage is.
You hover, you don't drop.
Yeah, I hover, so I don't. Yeah, I probably don't even take fall damage. It's probably my thing.
No, you don't take
And I have 90 feet of movement, so I can easily get into at least into here, into where she is.
Absolutely.
How much movement do we think I have left after I get to where I am here?
I'd say about 10.
Okay.
I mean 15.
Not enough to do much. I am gonna move. Oh, is this her back here being attacked?
This is her.
To the back right of me. All right. Enough movement.
That's where she's at.
Yeah.
All right. And then how far is that? Okay, if I get to the corner, I can slam attack that person. Because I have 5 foot reach. So, let me roll for my whirlwind because I want it back.
Do you just get the recharge ones if we go out of combat?
Oh yeah, do
Yes.
I? Okay, then I have it
Yeah.
back.
I'm not gonna worry about you having to roll.
Okay, I'm just gonna do 2 slam attacks against the closest person to her.
We'll do it this way. If you're out of combat for a minute or longer, then
Yeah.
you get a recharge. If you're not out of combat for a minute or longer, then you don't get the recharge.
Okay. Okay, so I rolled slam attacks against the this person right here.
Oh yeah, no, you're gonna hit him.
Okay.
He is on the ground at the moment. Hey, you just beat this guy to death. He dead.
Okay, yeah, that's what I do.
You just violently beat this guy into the table.
Yep.
Alright. So violent. Camantha.
Okay, so I basically have this turn and then I'm passed out, right?
Yep.
Oh, I want to do it. I'm such a bother.
What are you trying to do?
Debating if I want to use this or. Because it's only once per day, which means. I'm going. No, I'll save it. I'm going to attack that other person that's right here. It's right there.
The one in the pot?
The one in the pot.
Okay.
Are they
Roll
hurt
to attack the one
in the pot, or are they just hanging out in the pot?
He's just kind of hanging out in the pot.
Okay. So.
He does look very shiny though, the one in the pot.
Oh, okay. There's the first one.
That's gonna hit. Are you firing the fire ray?
He's in a pot. I'm not walking.
Gonna cook him alive inside of the pot?
Yeah.
Fire. Alright, so you just start burning him alive.
Yeah, and there's the
Go
second one.
Yeah, you're gonna toast. Yep, nope. So, in probably one of the most horrifyingly, grotesquely, terribly smelling incidences ever, your devil friend enacts her true nature and just starts superheating this pot. And you can hear the guy inside screaming in pain as he starts boiling alive because he's sitting in a thing full of gold, liquid gold, and he now boils.
I would set them on fire.
Huh?
I warned them that I would set them on fire.
Yes, but you didn't warn them you would boil them alive.
Well, that was just a convenience.
I noticed. So, Grim, you start to smell the oh so wonderful aroma of boiled flesh coming from downstairs.
You cook? Is he busy? Is it dinner? Is it lunchtime?
Possible. Maybe even dinner.
Fantastic. I'm gonna go get me a bite then. Either of you want anything while I'm done?
They just kind of look at you. They look at you a little confused.
You just behave. Be good pups. Make me come back up here sooner than I want to.
Okay. Captain Wizard Hat. The Captain Wizard Hat made it first. Where'd you go?
I'm
Oh,
there.
there you are.
threw myself in the black because I had stuff up.
Ah, fun.
What is this thing in the corner over here?
That is a small child.
Arrington, you get your wish. The 4 individuals here, what are they doing over here?
They're all holding crossbows that they had just shot at Camantha.
Do any of them look like pups?
No, none of them look like the puppers. They're too
Oh,
small.
fuck them. How long has she been below deck? Before I came
Camantha?
down? Yeah.
Camantha's been below deck for about a minute.
Okay. And I am going to do my frost breath over the 4 of them.
Can you reach them after jumping down?
My move is 50, and I have the range on it is at 60 cone, if that's right.
10, 15,
It seems big.
10, 15, 20. No, don't do that. Don't you do it. And you said the cone is what?
You have
60.
it as 60. I don't know if that's right.
That could be wrong, but since it's on the sheet, I'm assuming that means I put it there. So 60 it is. As you just engulf this side of the ship with ice, apparently. That's
And they
really
rolled
long. Oh, they need to make dexterity saves, don't they?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I rolled a hit, do I?
Nah, they roll saves. They all made it.
Mm.
Jumping and weaving like a bunch of monkeys, hiding under tables and desks, flipping over chairs. They're still going to get hurt.
Crossbows
But...
now.
Huh?
Then let's see him shoot the crossbows now.
Oh, they will. And they even have a target now. At which point they all pretty much pop up, turning their crossbows on you. Oh, so wonderful, Grim. +2, right? That looks like a hit. Oh. Apparently not. They're just terrified. They cannot seem to get a shot off at you.
Yay!
As they start firing arrows that are hitting wide left and right and just not connecting at all. Because what's your
15.
AC is like 15, right? Yeah. I was like, that's not going to connect. All right, so they tried and failed horribly. Ooh, that's not very good. All right. Oh, they're not good. Arrington.
I will move over here towards these people. Get myself turned around. And if I go in between them, can I hit on both
Would you
of
like to whirlwind both of
I was
them?
gonna say, can I hit on both of the whirlwind?
He wants to throw one into the other gulp.
Ah, I see. You can, yes, I'll let you whirlwind both of them.
Alright, I will do whirlwind. It's a DC 13 strength save.
For both of them?
Yeah, for both of them.
Just to increase your chances of actually succeeding in the whirlwind, I will roll them separately.
Okay.
14, 15.
You have been rolling quite high tonight. 1! Yes! And they both rolled under. Yes. I hit them both. It's full damage. So 21. And, if I'm not mistaken, they're knocked prone and are flung 20 feet in a random direction away from me.
Correct. And they're both thrown in the exact same direction.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Alright.
All right. So they both just get slammed this way.
They both get slammed to the wall. If it strikes an object, they take Another D6 bludgeoning damage.
Well, they strike each other, and they're supposed to take dexterity saves to not
To not hit each other. Yeah, it's another DC 13
not hit
throw.
each other. But considering they're both being thrown, they're both getting hit. I'm not rolling dex; they both fail.
Okay, it's another 1d6 damage. Two. Let's do 2 more damage.
So they both take 8 more damage.
Okay, because they hit an object, yeah. Nice. I still have movement, and they're both dead, I'm guessing. So
Yes,
I'm
very
going to
much so.
move.
Their bodies collide into the side of the wall.
Alright, I'm just going to hover over the table and go to this one and slam attack it.
Okay.
So,
Throwing an action or no?
it's an attack, and I get 2 attacks. So yeah, slammed it, 27, I'm just assuming hits, and then 14 damage.
Oh, it's not even an attack. It's just if they're in the same space as you.
Yeah, once I move into their space, I can do it.
Oh. I didn't know that. Oh, yeah. No, you absolutely destroy this guy.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
You just pop and he explodes.
Alright, yeah, then I am, I'm dead. I'll turn to the friend and be like, I'm assuming the Cambion told you we were in charge now.
I didn't hear that personally, but I'm inclined to believe it.
You should take note of the hat.
I have taken much note of many things in this room.
Okay, yeah, Arrington's done.
Yeah. Camantha, it's your turn.
You can keep one like a pet.
That's true. Well, I'd have to get close.
No, just tell him he's your pet now. That's how it works. Isn't that right?
Are you asking him?
Yes.
Oh, if keeping him as a pet? He goes, sure, if you
Is-
leave the girl alone, I'll be your pet.
See, there you go. You can have a pet. If you want one. By the way, where's the cook?
At which point he kind of points over to Camantha.
Well, I don't really want him. Unless you do. Then, you know, I'm happy to cook you some more meat.
That works for me. I'm just asking if you guys want a pet. I have pups. I don't need pets.
No, I'm good for now. And I'll fire Ray, that dude.
Guaranteed. You can make him curl up into a ball and bounce him in the air.
Nah.
Roll fire, Ray.
Where will we do damage? How about...
Have thou forgotten how to damage?
No, I'm getting messages and it's doing the damage.
Jeez. At which point you envelop him in flames and he burns. Crispy.
Cool. So now we have the kid.
I'm assuming we're out of combat now.
I'm assuming so as well.
Do we need to do anything to cure the Cambion's poison? Like, do we need to find a potion or something?
Pretty much as you exit combat, she just kind of thump and passes out on the floor.
Yeah.
Cook down.
I mean, I guess I'll go over to her and I'll try to shake her awake, I guess, because I don't know what happened. I don't know that she's poisoned in game.
She's just really tired from the
Yeah.
fight. Super tired.
I look to
She's
the
a
wolf,
devil, right?
and I'm like, yeah, she's a devil. Like, should you lick her face to wake her up? Is that something you all do?
No, I think she needs like the blood of children or the innocent or something.
How
No,
handily convenient.
we have a child.
Well,
And
there
if-
you go.
Exactly.
Just bathe her in the child's blood, and I think she gets better. I think that's how
Solve all
devils work.
problems. That's exactly how devils work.
Is that? I mean, I don't know enough to refute that. And it,
I was gonna say, I'm just gonna roll what? Arcana, religion? What do you want me to roll? to try?
For demons? Oh, you can make up whatever the hell you want about what demons.
like,
I have no idea.
I have
That's why
no-
You in character have no idea
I've-
how demons. So you
yeah.
can say whatever you
Yeah,
want.
no.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
And there
I
is
know
no
they-
role to randomly just decide you're a wolf.
Okay.
You don't know.
Oh yeah, no.
Make up
Then
whatever you want.
I am going with they bathe in the blood and of the innocent and children. 'cause
and
that's
yeah,
what I've always known them to take.
I've already established that I'm okay killing children. So there's a child, Grim. We could take her.
Well, you have fun with that. Well, I guess I've got the claws. So.
Yeah, I will hover over towards the child. Child, what are you
Are
doing
you
here?
the captain's kid?
Child cowers under the table.
Are you the captain's kid?
Child does not respond.
Child, you don't have a lot of time before we kill you if you don't respond.
Child
You are
still does
horrible
not.
at this. Do you recognize this hat?
No. You see her kind of sheepishly looking out from under the table, and then just kind of ducks back under the table.
I think that's a yes.
I mean,
I don't
I
speak human.
will grapple her and pull her out
I
from
mean, I
under
can
the table.
smell the fear on her, but
I will drag her out from under the table.
Alright, roll to grapple.
It's just a strength check, I guess.
That is indeed a strength check.
Okay. Alright, yes. Good roll.
to overpower the child.
I overpowered the child. Yeah,
So you violently grab this child and
I'm going to drag that child out.
out into the open.
Yeah, like out towards the middle.
Screaming.
Yeah.
In
Child!
fear,
I like shake her a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit.
terrified. The
Like,
first word she says are, "Oh God, please let me go."
like, help us, help you. Are you the captain's kid?
What?
The fancy fellow in the blue outfit.
Do you know this hat on an intimate level?
She stares, terrified, still confused, trying to bring the words out. Please don't kill me.
We
In the words
haven't
of your people. Speak.
like we haven't decided that part yet, but you need to help us help you. Why are you on this ship?
Just, I don't know. You
Like-
see her kind of start breaking down into tears, and she starts crying.
I don't
Um,
like the little ones.
I'm deeply confused. Do you mean you don't know your purpose? Did you just wake up on the ship? Like, where were you this morning?
On the ship?
Where were you yesterday?
On the ship?
How did you
She
get
says
on the
through
ship?
her tears. My father brought me.
Did he wear a hat like the one my friend is wearing? And I point down at the wolf.
You see her kind of nod sheepishly.
I'm
Down,
assuming
please.
I'm assuming she nodded yes.
She, yes, nods yes
Okay.
sheepishly.
We hear you're sick. What do you have?
What do you mean? I've always been frail.
That's a frail. I mean, that'll just make it easier to kill you. Will your blood cure our friend?
What?
Wait, if she's sick, does that mean she makes the devil sick?
I
No,
don't
they
know.
Can't get sick. Never mind. Devils don't get sick.
I don't know.
Devils are immune to sickness.
Apparently, we're not immune to whatever
You
she
see a
feels.
devil with a cold? No.
Grim, maybe you should search around the kitchen. Like maybe there's something we can give her, like food related. Like put it in her mouth and chew it up for her. Or
There's a
like
guy in a pot right over
a
here.
potion.
Just grab a piece.
I don't know that we can feed her like person at the moment when she's like not awake.
You know what? I think she's too picky then.
Okay, I'm gonna hand Wolf the kid. Like,
What do you want me to do with
I
this?
don't know, keep her restrained. Like I'll put her on the ground, like stand on her, and then I want to like search.
I want you
the
to look at how
kitchen.
you can restrain people, and look at me and think of how I'm going to restrain someone.
I will lay her on the ground, and you just put your paw on her. She's a tiny child. She's not gonna get away,
Okay.
and she's afraid. So you have that advantage. And then I want to look around this kitchen.
She is visibly shaking.
Okay, yeah, I want to look around for like anything that might be helpful.
Just leave
a
her there.
potion. Is there like a bowl I can put some of this stew in?
I mean, there's some sort of drawer or not drawer, cabinet over here. There's
Okay.
all kinds of different vials in it.
I will go over to the cabinet and just.
There's all kinds of different things. You see some some blue vials, some green vials, some red vials.
Would
blue
I
vials,
have any knowledge of what
orange.
color?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Nope.
I have a question here. Well,
You
never
have an
mind. I'm not over it there.
Okay. I'm gonna take one of each vial,
Okay, so you
And,
take one of every color.
and I'm gonna go over to the Cambion and just start pouring them in her mouth.
Now, now, are you taking one of every color, shape, and size? or
I'm
are you
taking one of every color. One of every
One of
color.
every color.
One of every
Okay.
color.
Okay, that's quite a few colors, but all right.
That table that you never thought you would ever use.
Just like, shh, 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 shh. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'm getting the table out. Oh, I am getting out the table. We're gonna find out what happens.
I figure it's this or it's the blood of that child, and
So, out of game, while he's looking up this table, so you understand what it is, there is a table
1,722. All right, let's see what the effect is.
for mixing multiple magical potions in succession.
nice. As long as one of them wakes her up, I'm okay.
There are 10,000 options in this book, so
Jeez.
we're gonna find out which one you'd picked.
I do have a question. While he's pouring all of these multicolored liquids into her mouth, do any of them look familiar? Like I would have seen hunters drink any of them when they were trying to hunt me and failed miserably?
Trying to hunt you and failed miserably. How?
Like they were drinking them like health potions.
Oh, yeah, there are some red ones that you recognize. Like it.
Okay. Well, after he pours all of them in her, I'm gonna go. I think it's the red ones. The
How
red
much-
ones are the good ones.
How much HP do you have, Ren?
30.
I think they made a child blood.
All right, you might be dead.
You know.
I might have just killed you. Don't worry. If I did kill you, we're gonna sacrifice this child over your body next.
It's because
Yes.
okay because I just got a message. You just stop.
You
What happened?
you broke up.
I just got a message saying I hope they turn you to stone.
Oh yeah. She's been messaging me too.
Yeah.
I guess she's watching the
So-
stream.
She starts to almost permeate, and this aroma starts to raise from her, and it proceeds to kind of engulf and cover the room and everything in the room. And then it starts to kind of leak out onto the ship. And now all of you are feeling quite tired, almost exhausted, to the point where it almost feels like that whatever's in her is spreading throughout the entirety of the ship, and is now
Fuck this.
all of you.
I'm immune to poison.
ailment she has.
Oh yes, I am full
I
on
am-
immune to poison.
Yes, you are full on immune to poison and unconsciousness. So
Yep.
you're just like, that's really strange. And then you see the wolf pass out.
All right,
you see
I'm
the girl pass out.
I'm gonna
and
pick
you
the
see
child up and I'm gonna
pass
pick the
out.
child up and kill the child over the top of her body.
Two thuds from upstairs as your two drivers pass out. You hear a bunch more thuds and a couple of splashes as what sounds like some gentlemen that were hiding on some boats fell off the boats and splashed in the water. You hear a couple of thuds off in the distance. And yeah, that's about that. So you go over to this child and just go, well, that didn't work. And you murder the child on top of this.
Yes, I 100% murdered that child.
All right. The child says nothing as she is now unconscious. Thank God.
She says thud.
She does say thud as you drop her body on top of.
Did that wake the Cambion up?
No. No, it does not.
I go like try to shake the wolf awake.
He does not wake up either.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
You
go
can use one of my
top.
claws. I mean, they're just laying there. You can just.
I'm gonna go topside and see is there anyone awake?
Nope, everyone's asleep except for you.
Everyone's asleep with me.
Every single person on the ship is asleep except for you.
I mean, is there another cabinet I can search in?
Oh, yeah, there's a couple more cabinets on here with a couple of other random elixirs also. These are all different colors.
I'll grab the other ones.
How did she get murdered? What was the method? Let's see. If we had to get creative with this, I'm going to assume he either just kind of beat her until she died.
Yeah,
or,
I mean, because I needed her blood, according to the wolf.
Exactly.
So I couldn't just choke her.
Claw and just kind of cut her open.
No, I would have just just beat her until she just bled all over the Cambion.
I'm imagining him like floating over the cutlery block, so that they're just spinning in him, and then he just sucks up the child.
That's terrible. All right. So this horrific show that is.
Yeah, so I grabbed the other elixirs that I didn't grab before, and I would do the same thing again to the Cambion.
Oh God! All right, a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. I don't know better.
A little bit of everything. Oh, Discord, stop it! It's not going away. I can't roll because there's a little pop-up that won't let me click on the little...
That's exactly what happened to me.
Click on the dice thing over here on your screen or whatever below
Too
the
late.
ruler.
I rolled 7,497. Let's see what happens.
All right, I gotta take notes on this since I just murdered a child.
Yep. Your karma's taking a hit for that one. That's amazing. At which point, as you start pouring all these random objects into her, you notice her hands kind of start to shake, and then they raise up, and they slowly raise down to her pockets, and you can see her just kind of rub her hands gently across her pockets, and then her hands fall back down, and her pockets just start spilling out iron fillings. And they just keep spilling out repeatedly. It's almost endless how many iron fillings fall out of her pocket. And they just kind of start making little pools, little mounds around her. And she is now being surrounded by iron.
I pick her up out of the iron so that she doesn't drown in iron.
It's still raining iron. There's still iron coming out of her pockets.
Yeah, I take her pants off.
Well,
Jesus.
all right. That's not where I thought this was going, but all right.
I see the.
They're a lot different than I remember them in the Monster Man.
They're really something different here.
I see. I'm not that smart.
Those are terrible.
I'm not that smart. And I have no help. I'm the only person awake.
You have above average intelligence.
I have 10 intelligence, which is average.
That is technically above average.
But I have no Arcana knowledge. I don't know what's going on. None of these potions are helping. Everyone's asleep.
I was helping.
So I think.
And immediately after taking her pants off, they stop dropping the iron fillings.
Okay, good. I set her pants to the side.
All right.
Would I know if she's gonna wake up? Like, do I need to keep trying to wake people up, or can I I'm at a loss of options.
You can do whatever you want.
I've tried that, and it hasn't helped. Everyone is now asleep. There's a bunch of iron laying around, and I murdered a child. This is just not going Arrington's way.
She's going to wake up with the worst hangover ever.
She's going to wake up covered in blood and without pants. Alright, that's what's going to happen.
That'll be the most interesting story she ever had.
With iron fillings everywhere.
With the iron fillings everywhere. That'll be the twist. So, like, I don't know where the iron fillings came from.
What did you do?
I grab some of the potions and I like I go up top. I go upstairs. I grab like a handful of the potions and I go upstairs, and I find one of the passed out people. I'm trying to find
Are
them.
you
I
looking
told you the
for
red
the-
ones were good before I passed out. Remember?
Yeah, but I'm not going to go to the red guys because I know the wolf was friends with them. So
No,
I'm going to go.
the red potions are good.
Oh, yeah. I'll take at least one of the. Yeah, then I'll grab a red one. I
Those
guess.
are the only ones I said were good because that's
All
all
right.
I knew.
So I'll take a red one and I'll go up to the top and I'll give one to this guy.
To which guy?
To this guy, the one I'm nearest to. Top side.
Oh, of the wolf pack.
Yeah, yeah. Of the, just to see if maybe it's just because
Up
she's
to.
a devil, it's just being weird.
So you're giving him a red one?
Yeah, just a red one. I still brought a bunch of the others with me.
It kind of dribbles off to the side. It doesn't really seem to have any effect, but it by all means makes him look like the damage that he took during y'all's fight
Mm-hmm.
went away.
Oh, so he looks better, but he's still asleep.
He looks refreshed, but he is still asleep.
I have nothing on my character sheet that helps. I have nothing that helps in this situation. I am immune to everything, and I can't fix the situation at all.
Full disclosure, this was not the intention of this entire endeavor.
Oh, I assume it was not.
This wasn't even in my thought process.
Oh, I 100% didn't think you intended me to
Plan
kill
on
a child.
murdering children
Yeah,
and
there's no way that
No.
was an intended
I
thing.
didn't
stripping
plan on
players.
You murdering children, taking off Ren's pants, anything like that. Sorry, we are off script here. I have no idea where you're going with this.
I don't know where I'm going with either. I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to.
Put more liquids inside of
I thought about it. Like, a part of me wants to just keep trying out potions.
I mean, they're doing things with her.
They are doing things. Yeah. No, I'm gonna stay up top and I'm gonna take the rest of the potions I have and I'm gonna give them to the other guy, to this one.
So you're gonna just put them all.
I'm just gonna put a bunch in his mouth and see what happens.
Alright.
I feel like at this point it's like a deck of many things situation. Eventually the world's gonna end, or I'm gonna get a wish.
There you go.
That's what I'm
He
shooting
just
for.
Explodes into
That's
this giant
what I'm
light.
shooting for.
Congratulations, you get a wish.
That's what I'm shooting for.
It's a wish. You want the shooting star card? I see how it is. Oh, oh, that's amazing. Okay. So as you kind of start to pour these things in him, you accidentally nick him a little bit, and you see his body kind of shake and convulse, and it looks like you just surged him with a bunch of lightning.
Oh. Is he still alive? Is he still breathing?
That is an excellent question. As far as you're concerned, he's unconscious.
But is he still breathing? He's not dead?
He's unconscious.
Do I know if that means dead?
No, you don't know what that means.
I'm going to take his body and throw it overboard. I don't
know what
want
happened.
I don't want the wolf waking up and thinking I killed his friend.
All right.
So I'm 100% just going to throw that body overboard.
Overboard. He splashes
Overboard.
down. It's okay, nobody hears it. So he's
Yeah. I hope the current's just going to carry him away. I go downstairs. Everyone is still asleep. I remember there's a guy in a cage. I'm going to go to the cage. Is this guy asleep? I'm going to like holler in there. Hey. Oh! Everyone else fell asleep somehow and I can't wake them up.
Really?
Yeah, I really need some help. I tried a child's blood and it didn't work.
What?
I killed the child to see if that would help. It did not.
And they call me a demon.
I mean, I don't know what they call you to, because I assume I don't see this guy. I assume he's invisible or whatever.
At which point you kind of hear what sounds like the metal bars of the cage kind of bending and breaking. And then the door just falls forward. At which point you hear the footsteps, but you don't see anything as it kind of walks out. Turns to you, and as it walks and looks to you, you can feel its presence towering over you. It is bigger than you.
Oh, I take a step back.
You hover back, you mean?
Yeah, yes, I hover back.
At which point he goes, show me.
I lead him into the kitchen. Over here. We like go in this way. I say, don't mind the piles of iron fillings. I'm not sure what they were doing on this ship.
At which point it's just silence. And then after about a good 2 or 3 minutes of silence, you hear the footsteps pretty much starting to approach Camantha.
Yes, she was the first one that fell asleep, and in my effort to help her wake up, everyone else fell asleep.
And you see him kind of... Give me a moment. And you hear footsteps kind of start to lead off in this direction. There we go. And then you hear what sounds like a bunch of vials and things being...
I tried all the vials. All it did was... they didn't seem to help.
You hear him kind of lean back. Obviously. And you see him mixing a couple more things. And heads back over this now floating vial that's glowing this strange bioluminescent purple. And proceeds to pour a couple, almost like a little spill, onto Camantha. And her eyes just kind of start to ever so gently come to as she starts to awaken. When he walks over to Grim and does the same. At which point you see the vial kind of float off to upstairs.
Hey, Camantha. I'm glad you're awake. Everyone fell asleep all of a sudden. I don't know what happened.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know what happened on the first part of that.
Oh, really? What happened?
You mix things.
Was I not supposed to do that?
I don't know.
I don't know
the
either.
red one's good.
I tried the red one on the guy upstairs because I remember you saying that, and he was still asleep after I gave it to him, but he looked less hurt.
Yeah, so,
Camantha, when you come to, you're covered in blood, your pants are off. This is just a right old good time.
what the fuck?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
You're the one that fell asleep.
Whoever wants to answer.
I mean, I don't know what she's asking about.
I mean, I know I told him you needed the blood of a child, but I don't know where he put it.
Okay.
No, I covered her in it. That's why she's covered in blood. It's hard to see because she's already red.
I remember her with pants.
That's the other part of the question.
Well, a funny thing happened. I went upstairs to try potions on the guys upstairs, and when I came back, you didn't have any pants on.
Roll deception. Camantha, roll me.
Oh damn! I'm negative 2.
Roll me
I'm negative 2.
I really want Camantha to be.
Yes. Yes.
So, not only is it believable, Camantha, you also can remember in the past how when you used to go to sleep, your sleepwalking consisted of you sporadically undressing for no reason. So you accommodate this to, when I was younger, I used to strip in my sleep. I probably thought I got rid of this habit, but apparently I didn't. I'm curious. I'm okay with poor taste.
That's what my brother just sent me. Yeah, like, I don't know. I came down here and there were iron fillings all around you, and you weren't wearing pants. So, but I went back to the cell with the creepy voice that swallowed that other guy earlier, and told him what happened and that I needed help, and he came out and he fiddled with some potions and gave them to you all, and you woke up. So clearly he's some kind of alchemist that's invisible.
Oh, okay. See, where is he?
He went upstairs, or at least a vial of liquid floated upstairs.
I'm gonna go upstairs because now I have concern for my pups.
Can I,
Yeah, last time I was up there, they were both up there. You had 2 pups.
Roll deception again. This time, Grim, roll me in.
Damn it! Oh, yes!
Oh, are you kidding? Oh, that's amazing. So, yeah, no, last time he was up there, there were definitely two guys up there. So,
I never trusted that thing in that cage.
So yeah, whenever you get upstairs, there's only one now, and even he looks kind of puzzled. He's where's my brother?
I would like to know where my other pup is too.
I don't know. At which point you see him kind of looking around, and he starts walking the deck. Doesn't really seem to see anything.
Harrington said that there were both of you before he went downstairs to free the thing in the cage that we can't see.
I wouldn't know. We both passed out. Some sort of fume rose up from under the deck, and that's the last thing I remember.
What's the thing in the cage that he let out?
Thing in the cage that he let out? Are you asking them?
Yeah, the pup.
Some kind of golem, if I remember correctly.
Does it eat people?
I don't
Or pups?
know. I know they used alchemy to turn it invisible.
That sounds like a horrible plan.
It was in a cage. It's not like it was going anywhere.
Oh yes, because cages have worked so well on this ship.
Well, they worked before.
You know what? In this pack, we're gonna go through planning with you a little bit better than this.
But they worked last time. That's not fair.
Fair. Who said anything about fair?
We used a cage. It worked. This time it didn't. Next time it'll work.
Next time.
Next time. Are we not
You're
continuing on?
you're treading a thin line, pup.
What thin line?
What are you putting in cages?
At the moment, nothing.
What are you going to put in cages?
I don't know. Whatever we catch next.
I'm in denial that they caught me.
You didn't actually catch me. I don't believe that.
Exactly. I just stand there looking puzzled at him because I do not believe this.
I don't know what to say.
Do I see
you?
a floating potion anywhere on the top deck?
No.
Okay.
You see a potion that is just kind of sitting here when you look for it, but it's sitting on the table.
Is it all gone, or does it still have some of?
Tis
I think
gone.
he said something. Okay.
Tis gone.
I'm gonna make my way upstairs to see what's going on up top.
and can I find my pants?
Absolutely. They're laying on the floor.
Cool.
They're not
Slide those
buried.
things back on.
Yeah.
All right. As you do, metal shims start to come pouring out of your pockets again. They're overflowing uncontrollably.
That's the best.
Okay. Can I try? Do we have any dead people that are still not
Dead people that are
in
still.
That don't have burnt pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dude to your left doesn't have burnt pants. He was beat
Cool.
to death.
Can I steal his pants and see if they do the
Absolutely.
same thing?
At which point you smack on them bad boys and shims start pouring out of your pockets again. Except his pants have more pockets, so there are even more shims coming out.
I'm gonna sink this boat.
I was panicking,
Yes.
and that's why I took her pants off, because I didn't want the boat to sink.
It's an old sailor's tale. Any Cambion wearing pants on a ship will sink the ship.
That was my thought process. It was, I don't want the boat to sink.
How about anyone with a skirt or a kilt?
Ooh, why would anyone be wearing a skirt or a kilt on a pirate ship?
Ooh,
I don't
ooh.
know.
Take that
What's the
child's
child wearing?
take that child's blouse. I bet it'll work.
The child is wearing a blouse. You could wear it as a very, very thin skirt.
It's
And by that,
bloody.
I mean like a really short dress. You know those awkwardly short dresses? The ones that don't actually cover anything? It'd be one of those. It's better than nothing.
It is better than nothing.
It's like a slight upgrade.
It's fun size.
It's fun size.
Yeah, sure, I'll go with that for now.
You're wearing a bloody child's blouse as your skirt. That's
So
probably
let me throw on this,
that's probably got low AC.
Maybe we should have saved Squeaky to clean.
This place is a mess now.
Honestly, one of my parents is either a sucky, so I'd be kind of okay with it.
You would be.
That makes sense. That's understandable.
You would
At
be.
which point, yeah, no, you slip it on and you're like, huh, this feels more natural.
Yeah.
You walk upstairs in your blood-soaked blouse that belonged to a child.
Yep.
Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
She wasn't using it anyway.
No, I do still want to look around. I never finished looking around this room.
So you never finished looking around the room?
Yeah. I don't think there's anything cool in there.
Alright, so go ahead and roll me perception then.
Alright. Nope. There's nothing in there.
You've got this. I have faith in you. Oh, no you don't. Alright, I don't have
No.
faith in you. There's some tables. There's like these 2 things of gold. Here and here. You got like a table over here that's got some stuff in it. You got a pot with some other stuff in it. There's some boxes. I got some things. Got a couple barrels.
Cool. Yeah. I'm good. I'll go back up.
There's this salamander, not salamander, what are they called? Sea creatures. They're like sea turtles, but bigger. One of those, its a head is just hanging there. I don't know what it's called. Anyways,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arrington.
Yeah. We're up top. So what are we doing now? Oh no! I turn around. Invisible guy. Thanks for your help. I just like look around wildly.
You do hear his voice.
Do I have like a direction? Is he like at the stern or at the bow?
He's like at the here.
Oh, he's in the middle. Yeah. Thanks for your help. We seem to have figured out that they were capturing creatures because the captain, and I pointed at the dead guy in blue behind me. His child was sick. That's the girl I murdered downstairs. And he was like making these hybrid weird experiments with creatures, and we were supposed to be part of those experiments, but now we're free, and now we have this boat. So
And what'd you do with my pup?
yeah.
To bed.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry I woke you, but thanks for your help. Also, you know, if we need you again, we'll come wake you, I guess. We'll try not to do that.
I kind of motion my paw over at pup 2, Where's Pup 1?
There was only one when I came upstairs.
Well, one of you is lying to me.
Roll insight on him.
Jesus. Both times I roll the same thing for the
He's
insight.
telling the truth.
He's telling you the truth. I turned to him and I go, there was a period of time where I was downstairs before this guy came upstairs because he had to wake you guys up and mix potions. So
All right,
maybe
know
a sea bird swooped down and took him.
screw this. Any. Don't fuck with me. Any body that is on this deck that could possibly have come alive for any reason. Basically, if it has 4 limbs still attached to it, I'm throwing it off this fucking ship.
Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just kind of push this one off.
It better not have been you, Squeaky. I swear. I will.
These 3 are still alive. Off. These 2 down here were still alive. Off. So yeah, you just kind of go through and start throwing everything off the ship.
And then I come back to my remaining pup and I go, "You are safe now."
Alright. Throw the rest of the people off the ship. And he just kind of looks at you and goes, I am so confused.
It's okay. You will learn the pack ways.
So do we just keep heading towards the captain's experiment place to see what more we might learn about what's going on?
Sure.
Okay, then that's what I say we do. That gets my vote.
At which point you'll kind of start heading out after a couple days of adventuring. Something of note, the smell hits you first, Grim, of the decaying bodies downstairs, all waterlogged, and they're bloating. They're bloating good.
I go to Arrington.
Tasty.
I'm not putting my mouth on those. You need to take care of. But
Okay.
I cleared the top deck.
I will go downstairs and take the bodies, and I will throw them all in one of these pots and set it on fire.
You're gonna burn them.
I'm gonna burn them.
All right.
I'm gonna burn a bunch of bodies below deck because the smell wasn't bad enough already.
Oh yeah.
There's a reason I am staying on the top of the ship.
The child's body's included in that too.
Okay, you're throwing in the child's body.
Absolutely.
All righty.
I'm gonna have some veal tonight.
Tasty. Alrighty. I was gonna say we should take a break here, but at the same time,
I was about to say, I don't know how long the island is.
I think we're gonna. I'll do the introduction to seeing the island, and then we'll call it there.
Okay.
Because the island itself is going to be its own thing. So we'll see how it goes throughout the weekend. I'll let you know afterwards. So anyways, I'll do the description.
Yeah.
So as you're all on your ship and you're kind of getting yourselves acclimated to the area, or acclimated to this ship as you have now made a better home, if you will, you tend to, or you kind of look off into the distance, and off on the horizon you see what looks like a small island. But this island seems to be growing the closer you get to it, to the point where you can't actually get a size on said island, but it dwarfs your ship in comparison. You see these large, almost what look like tower structures, if you will, made of stone, almost like the castles of old, I guess would be the best way of putting it. They're very old school castle-esque. They're made of stone. They look tall. They're towers. They're round, almost like watchtowers. You see, as you're kind of getting closer, the air around this place almost starts to fog, starts to fume. You start sailing in, and as you start to make it to port, you notice the waves starting to pick up. They're starting to get more noticeable, even on the ship that you're on, which is quite a large ship. Something that you notice is these waves just start crashing into the ship, and it starts rocking violently, very heavily. You hear things falling and breaking from underneath the deck. The winds start to pick up. You can hear the howling. The clouds overhead, they start to become dark. You start to feel the downpour of rain as all these different the storm is brewing, is the best way to describe it. You can definitely feel it. And by the time you make it to the island, the storm is in full swing. You're barely able to dock the ship, even if you could dock the ship. My brain is not working tonight. It is awful. At which point, whenever you do manage to dock, after the oh-so illustriously painful hassle that is docking, you're able to make it off the ship, but you notice something. Even the pier that you're on is starting to rock and wane. You can feel just the presence itself. It's almost like the island itself does not want you. As it starts to push against you, you see lightning striking nearby the beach. One of the bolts actually strikes the ship, and you can see a small fire start. It's up to you if you do anything about that. Yes, no.
I command my pup to come to my side and proclaim that this island shall be ours.
As the ship sinks behind you.
Yeah, my suggestion wouldn't have been to dock the ship. We would have just ran it aground.
Oh, you just
As
ran
I
into
say,
the ground?
we've only got like a crew of one anyway,
Yeah.
so I kind of figured that's
Yeah.
what was
We're just gonna run this thing into the ground. We're just gonna be like, we're just gonna get there.
So yeah, the only real difference is you run it into the ground, trying
Yeah.
to dock it, at which point lightning still strikes it and it burns, but only after you get off.
Yeah. Oh well, hey, at least we're on land now.
Yep.
Hmm.
I don't have good rain effect. I'll have that for next time then.
Yeah, so I guess I would turn to the pup and be like, since you've been here before, lead us to where things happen.
Which point he looks taller than this. I'm not a pup, but whatever.
Oh, we left that invisible golem
Last time.
on board. Should we tell him the boat's going down?
He'll figure it out.
He'll figure it out. Okay, fair enough.
I'm still not entirely sure he didn't kill my other pup.
He might have. I didn't see what happened.
Just in case, we'll just let whatever happens happen.
A solid strategy.
Yeah.
At which point y'all head out. Y'all head out, and we'll stop it there.
Nice.
Sorry, this one cuts a bit short.
No, that's okay.
No, we kind of derailed.
Yeah, things happened.
Oh, absolutely. I am perfectly okay with this. I closed my spiral about 2.5 hours ago.
There's just.
I pretty much had my spiral open. I was like, key points. And it was just like, we do this. And I'm like, all right then, let's see where this goes.
Yeah. All right. Hey, stream people, we love you. It was great. Glad you watched. But we're gonna end now.
Yep.
Yeah. So good night.